Let me itch my balls real quick. All right, I'm gonna cut that out. Don't worry about it.
You don't want to start off with a nice pitch and roll?
That might be the intro. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Don't Blend In podcast. I'm your host, Tomas. This is my co-host.
Derrick.
Hell yeah, we're
Let's
here
go.
after many mic tests and one failed first episode. We're here. Don't laugh. Don't laugh at that.
Such an epic failure, man.
Yeah, we recorded for 3 hours just to find out we were having mic and audio problems.
We got real close and intimate with these mics.
With the USBs.
Ridiculously.
I had to. Turns out that running a mic through a USB, like an extra USB, increases the quality.
Somehow.
I genuinely have no idea how that works.
The gods, the USB gods, I guess.
Yeah. But aside from our USB problems, our mic problems, and our audio problems, we're here. We made it.
We made it.
Episode 1.
First of many.
First of many.
First of way too many.
Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with introducing ourselves, introducing the goals of the pod? I think the goals of the podcast should be first.
Okay, I like that.
Okay. So do you want to introduce or you want me to do it?
You can start.
Okay. So in this podcast, we're going to talk mainly about art. It is an art podcast after all. But I think the real talking point is, what do we call art? What is art to us? What is art to the viewers at home? What is art to the general public? So for me specifically, I consider art to be anything that helps you express yourself. As long as you're expressing yourself in something, to me, it's an art form. Skating is an art form. Sports are art. Obviously, painting, sculpting, ceramics, clothing, film, all those are like more accepted arts. But I also consider sports, skateboarding, that kind of stuff. What do you consider art, Derrick?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree. I guess the real question is like, how far would you like what are the boundaries, right, with me and you till the point where we say, that's more like not so much art,
Okay.
rather than just, you're just good at this and this is just something you like doing or you're really good at that you can express yourself through. You know what I mean?
Okay. For me, it's mainly like, let's just say you're an architect, right? The buildings you make are personal to you. And a lot of people might look at an architect and not see an artist, because a lot of people might not. But I see it the same way as like a painting or a sculpture, where you're creating something, and it's something that you made personally yourself. It's unique to you. That's why I see like that kind of stuff as art.
I think that's fair. I think architecture is definitely more than fair, especially nowadays with like how common it's getting to have like these large like art like houses
Oh yeah, all kinds
getting
of.
so unique, and then people actually playing around with like even like materials.
Have you seen the houses in LA where it's like the pink one and then the black one and they're next to each other?
I think so.
Yeah, that's sick. That's
Like that,
real
like that's
sick.
tough.
Are you gonna tell me that's not art?
Yeah,
That's,
like come
to me,
on,
that's
bro.
a form of art, obviously.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's like about on the line for most people. A lot of people be like, "Oh, that's your job. That's not really art," which
Yeah.
is stupid. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Very
architecture is
stupid.
on the line for a lot of people, and then a lot of people straight up just don't consider sports and skateboarding art. But I do, because especially skateboarding, that's such a form of self-expression. You do the tricks that you want to do. You have your own line that you make, and you know what I mean. Like that. That to me, if you don't consider that art, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
You're,
Skating is like
yeah.
it's like sports. Like I understand where you could be coming from, but bro, skating, it's like, and especially I mean, excuse me, but not only the skating itself, but like the skating culture. It's like, bro,
I feel like that gets
come.
kind of into fashion when it comes to.
I mean, fashion, but like fashion,
But
paintings,
no one will
like all
debate
types
you.
of stuff. Film. It's like, bro, everything about skating is based on art. The skate decks.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like, bro, skating is, in my opinion, like, yes, it can be seen as more of an activity more than anything, but it's absolutely one of the, I think, purest ways to express yourself.
I think
Absolutely.
skate decks are kind of like, and skate culture in general does fall into different categories. I feel like obviously, um, a lot of skate culture stuff falls into fashion. The
Yeah.
clothing you wear, the shoes you wear,
But a
that's
lot
a
of
lot
it
more
is even
fashion.
like utilitarian.
And then yeah, but that still falls into clothes,
Yeah, of
and
course.
that's that category of art. And then meanwhile, you look at like skate decks. Skate decks are it's painting.
Yeah.
It's painting in a way.
But I'm
It's
saying it's like
or
people
not painting.
completely separate it.
It's like printmaking.
I mean, people paint on skate decks as
But
well.
both
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
printmaking,
yeah.
painting. It's like that kind of art.
But people
So
completely exclude like skating as a whole.
no, but when I'm talking about skating, I'm talking about the activity of
That's what
skating.
I'm saying. Like
Like people
people
exclude
like
that.
exclude that completely.
If you show like an elitist, an art elitist, you show them a skate deck, and you're like, someone painted this by hand. They'll be like, oh, that's art.
Yeah.
That's cool. Even if it's a print, they might look at, oh, that's art. But then you show them a video of someone skating, and they're like, oh no, that's not. They're just doing something. They're just sweating.
They're
Like,
just
like
sweating.
no, that's your expression. That's how you get your creativity out.
Yeah,
You do
it's
your
ways to
tricks.
get
You
it
do your
out
line.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean it also depends because for example like Red Bull, they have like I'm pretty sure Tony Hawk just did like this was it Tony Hawk? I don't remember who it was. But someone did this like crazy. They built the tallest skate ramp
yeah.
ever.
Okay.
And it's like that type of stuff. There's a very clear agenda, right? I mean, it's Red Bull. Like,
Trying to sell Red Bull.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but also like, like the extreme aspect of it.
Mm.
It's like that's just one pocket that skating like falls under. You know what I mean? Like getting the crazy high. I forget his name every time, man. But the skater, I was literally talking to Tomas about him the other day. And he's young and he's real new. Not super new, but he's really young and he's like I'm pretty sure he just won awards. Like he's best skater in the world right
You
now.
told me his name.
And
I don't remember
like
either.
like he jumped over he ollied over this guy's like pretty sure it was like a Ferrari or something. It's like his whole thing, not whole thing, right? He's very talented and skilled, I should say. But like he catches air, bro.
That's a skill. That's
It's like he
and
catches air, and that's part of how he gets his skating off. You know what I mean? It's like Tony Hawk didn't have that, or not that he didn't have it, but that wasn't like all Tony Hawk was. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't necessarily what he was known for. You know what I mean?
but
Every skater has their
you're
steez,
gonna
you
look
know?
at what this guy does, and some people might say, oh, he's just doing an activity. He's not. That's not art. That's not him. But I see it as like he's expressing himself.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you watch Kyrie dribble a basketball,
That's
and you
beautiful.
don't think that's art. I think you're lost.
No, that was beauty.
You watch Messi dribble past like four or five people, and you don't think that's art. I think you're lost.
Yeah, it's the
But
swag that they bring onto the pitch, onto the court. You know what I mean? Onto the wheels. That's
I think getting down to it, I just don't like elitism in art.
I
I can't stand it.
also hate that shit.
It's like, oh, you don't want to. That artist that you showed me the other day, right?
Flan,
Salon.
Flan is
And
fire.
you asked me if I thought his work could be in a museum next to Van Gogh. And I told you, no, I don't think it could be next to Van Gogh because it should be in its own exhibit.
Yeah,
That's, but I feel like a lot of people, a lot of art elitists will be like, no, that no exhibit, no museum, that needs to be in someone's garage, bro.
yeah, bro. It's
That
like that's
sucks. It's not,
so.
yeah.
Ugh.
It's nasty. It's like they wanna, and I feel like that also has to do with like classism because they're kind of telling these people,
Absolutely, absolutely.
they're telling these people, no, you can't do this. This is not art. If you want to do real art, you have to pay this amount of money to buy a canvas and this amount of money to buy paint. Like I bought a acrylic paint set. It's like right
It's
off
literally
screen,
sitting
right
over
over there,
there. Yeah,
and that cost me like $80
straight like that,
straight
bro.
like that. And it's like imagine you're someone who got to pay your bills. You got a like a not too high job, like you're making minimum wage type situation, right? And you're trying to be an artist, trying to express yourself, and you can't buy the $90 acrylic paint.
Yeah,
You can't spend all that money, so you work with what you got. And I feel like these elitists are trying to like cut those people out of art. They're like, oh, spray painting is an art. That's like ghetto, which I hate that word so much. I hate the word
yeah.
ghetto.
Ghetto is
I hate the word ghetto. It's like, oh, that's ghetto. That's not real art. Or like,
when used in
yeah,
that way, right? Because ghetto, I don't hate the word ghetto. I honestly, growing up, like ghetto
mm.
had a bad connotation, but how I kind of formed my view around the word was like it's just another culture of people. You know what I mean? And it depends, right?
They use it in a negative way all the time, though.
Yes,
I feel like
yes,
they
yes. But
try.
like for
Yeah,
me, it's like because my first example, right? Love you, but my mom. You know, it's like she was ghetto.
What?
She was definitely ghetto.
Okay.
But it's like I thought she was the coolest person in the world. So it's like, yo, ghetto to it's like tattoos being ghetto. You know what I mean? Tattoos being quote unquote ghetto. I love tattoos.
Yo, show them the arm.
I love tattoos. You know what I mean? I love
Yeah.
them. This isn't much, but I'm getting it done. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the goal. The goal is to be
So
fully tatted
yeah,
by
but when people by
what age?
30,
30.
30, that's
So
well, that's the deal.
episode 400 special, fully
Episode
tatted.
400 billion,
Four.
fully tatted bodysuit.
Uh,
I'm not getting
Bodysuit.
I'm not getting my cheeks tatted. I'm lying.
Neck.
Neck and some
Toes.
face, not toes,
Not toes.
not toes, but face.
I'm gonna show off the toes.
Maybe one day,
Got a
probably
little. I got
not.
a little tat on my toes. Got a little tat on my
People pay for OnlyFans for toes, man. If I'm not getting OnlyFans money, you
bro.
seen how much these
They
OnlyFans
got.
chicks is
I
getting,
feel
bro?
like they got everything on OnlyFans now. It's like you like fat.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
bro.
I mean, yeah,
Chill, chill.
probably.
We're talking about art, bro. We're not
Yeah,
talking
yeah, you're right.
about
Hey, you right,
OnlyFans.
bro. Hey, you right, bro. I mean, hey,
Is OnlyFans art?
nail art.
Is OnlyFans art?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
I guess. I
Anyways,
guess we're not that inclusive with art anymore.
maybe we're not.
That was the whole point. We're like, this podcast is very inclusive. We include all kinds of art, not OnlyFans, not
But I mean,
OnlyFans.
there's factors from that overlap. But
Cinematography.
that's a whole alright, bro. But that's a whole other thing. I mean, we gonna get into everything. I'm talking about everything.
Yeah.
But but yeah, man, that whole like classist, elitist shit, bro. It's whack, bro. It's like, for example, Slime, right? And you look at cause, and it's like cause is dumb expensive, right? And it's like, what if I went and then, like you said, right? I went and bought me a block of wood,
Hmm.
right? And then I was skilled enough to sculpt it, blah
Yeah.
blah, into a cause figure, and then I go ahead and hand paint it. You know what I mean? It's like, who's to say that that's not worth just as much as whatever this elitist is paying for this? Look at Basquiat's stuff. Basquiat was a phenomenal artist, and many people take after him. And it's like a while back.
I feel like there'd be some people though. I just thinking about that wooden sculpture. Some people be like, "Oh, but it's not realistic. It don't look like a person. That's not. It's not
I
like
mean, but
those."
that's up to the interpreter. You know what I'm saying? Like, realism is just one aspect of it. I don't think that would necessarily be a
I
problem.
see a
I
lot of
think it's
hate.
like
Mm.
the whole cartoony vibe of
That's
it.
literally what I was about to say.
It's like
You
it
see
looks
that a
cartoony. It
lot.
looks maybe childish almost, which I disagree with.
You
I
see that a
disagree
lot.
with,
Like
but
people really hate on cartoony art style, even in painting. Which painting and drawing is probably the most accepted art form. No one will debate you that's not art,
yeah,
right? And even in that, when you have like cartoony type drawings or like anime type drawings, if you put that in your portfolio, some art schools might not take that as seriously as someone who draws
yeah.
like landscape.
Speaking of
And
art
I think that's
schools,
ridiculous.
little tangent here, side tangent. I have a love hate relationship with art
I
schools.
have a hate relationship with art school.
Mostly hate art schools. Some of y'all are goofy, man. A lot of y'all are goofy. I respect y'all because it's some great people and great skills to be learned in there. But man, if you're looking at an art school, man, make sure you know what you're getting into,
Make sure you're not
bro.
getting fleeced.
Facts.
They'll rob you blind.
Big facts.
They'll be like, oh, we'll teach you things that you already know. 200,000 check. Pay me.
200
You
bands
better pay
straight
me
like that.
200,000 to be here. It's
Straight
like,
like that,
damn.
bro. But hey, man, overall, man, no flight to art schools, man. They're just not my cup of tea.
If
But
I
some great
mean,
things out of them.
looking at art school, right? Um, all the people, you know how we grew up in the early 2010s, right? You and me. We watched Cartoon Network growing up, right?
Oh,
So a
did.
lot of the Cartoon Network shows actually got greenlit because Pendleton Ward, the guy, he made I'm blanking so hard. Oh my god. He made
Nice.
like Adventure Time and Flapjack and all that, right?
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
think he made Flapjack. Fuck. I might be wrong on that. Fact check. Throw it up on screen. Did he actually make Flapjack? So that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is a lot of the people who made the Cartoon Network shows that we love, Adventure Time, regular show, Steven Universe, they all met in art school, in animation school.
Interesting.
And then they all ended up working for Pendleton Ward. Rebecca Sugar made Steven Universe. She worked on Adventure Time before she got Steven Universe.
W. Rebecca.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these people made connections in art school
Yeah,
that
that's
then
something that
led
is
them.
phenomenal about it, of course. And that goes with most schools, right? If you're a business major going into a big business school,
Mm,
you're probably going to do great.
yeah,
Like, you're probably going to
yeah.
do great. Connections is, is everything.
I feel like a lot of people use connections as an excuse to go to universities they can't afford, and I don't like that much. But within art school, if you're trying to get into something like animation where you need backers, you need someone to hire you. You can't just make animation on your. You can make animation on your own, but where if you really want to work for a network, you need to know people within the network. It's always good to go to art school, make those connections,
Yeah.
but just make sure you're not getting fleeced. Make sure you're not getting robbed.
Big facts.
Is
Big
that art
facts.
school side tangent over?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we'll
yeah.
we'll get more
Shout
into
out art schools,
we'll
man.
get more into art school, fashion school, like those kinds of. We'll get into that some other time. But right now, just want to introduce a little more about the podcast.
Man, art, man. Man, and we do like agree on a lot of stuff. We
Yeah,
disagree on some stuff. Don't get me wrong. This isn't just gonna be like buddy buddy.
circle
Yes,
jerk, big
yes,
circle jerk.
yeah.
Yeah,
This isn't gonna be. But on a lot of things we do.
some
We have
art.
slightly different like limitations, I'd say, for what we consider art. You know what I mean? Tomas is a little bit more like he gives the idea a little more liberty than I do.
I'm very when it comes to art, I'm very liberal. Like I think anything could be art.
Yeah, but yeah, man, we're really gonna get into like the art of it, and I feel like that is something you laugh, but I think
Because you've
that's
said the word art way too many
I
times.
know, but I think that is something so overlooked now, because it's like, yo, the art is dope, but then it's like, what shade room posting? You know what I mean? That's what we're not here to do.
We're not.
Right.
I said that on the failed episode. Yeah, we said
On the
that
failed
last time
episode.
where I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, let's talk about movies. This actor cheated on his wife, and it's like that's not what we're here for.
That's just not the
When we talk
movie.
about movies, we're gonna talk about how good we're gonna analyze the scenes. Type, like I'll put a thing being like this timestamp in the movie from this timestamp in the movie, and then we'll discuss that scene.
We'll discuss it, man.
Or we'll say this artist made this song. We're not gonna talk about how the artist he's a deadbeat father. No,
Nah.
we're gonna talk about how the
I'm just gonna
artist
glaze their producer,
exactly.
which I do a lot. Get ready
Unless
for it, man. I glaze a lot of
this
producers.
guy's got hella alk up. You got alk up there, right up there.
Oh, bro, you're my goat, bro.
Absolute goat.
For all my goat, man.
One of the best producers out right now.
Dude, he's on track to becoming the undisputed. I say, bro, he has Primo,
Mm.
Madlib, like a
I'm talking
couple
about
other dudes,
current,
but
current.
but
Because
but
Madlib,
man,
Madlib in the current is not like we're talking all time. I feel like I like Madlib more than Al. But in the
I mean,
current,
I'm just saying, like, as far as like their catalog, Al is on pace to becoming the undisputed, in my opinion. I
yeah,
mean, I'm biased.
this
I'm
guy's a huge
biased.
Pharrell guy.
I'm absolutely biased. You
Bias
know what I
towards
mean?
Pharrell.
And I'm biased towards Al and Pharrell, but
I'm talking about just rap. Alk got it right now. Alk is like one of the best rap producers right now.
yeah,
Pharrell
yeah.
is more of a
He's done a lot, man. He's
yeah.
done a lot.
I don't I don't
He
love his
produced like everything
yeah.
with the Neptunes.
I don't love his work in rap as much as just general music overall.
Oh
And
no, he
his
has.
pop bag is deep.
I don't know what my top 10
His
songs of all
pop bag
time
is
are, but
deep.
I know I know Pharrell has at least one, probably like three. Like All Right is in my top 10 songs of all time. That's probably my favorite. Is that might be my favorite Pharrell beat. All Right by Kent by Dot, bro.
That was
That
Pharrell.
song. Yes. Yeah,
I'm,
right?
I'm listening in my
Right?
head. I'm like, that's Pharrell.
That's Pharrell.
It had the
Yeah.
little like the three tone. It did. It did. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Oh,
Pharrell.
Pharrell. Oh.
Yeah, he's nice. P's so nice, man.
I was about to say I don't really. I think I did say I don't really like his rap like beats that much.
He's nice.
Damn.
He's nice, bro.
Okay.
You go back. Clips just dropped a crazy album. Production on that was stupid. Like, what are we talking about?
I hit my mic real hard. I think we still here though. Yeah, we still here.
We good. We good. We good.
But yeah,
But
Pharrell.
yeah, man, we're gonna be glazing a whole lot of artists. But that being said, yeah, like I was saying that I feel like that is gone. Like kind of like common sense ain't so common no more. It's
In what sense?
like I'm saying like that's the analogy that I'm using here. It's like people say common sense isn't so common. I say like people who actually care about the art talking about the art isn't so common no more.
It really isn't. I feel like you get a lot more, not fake people, but you get a lot more people that don't really want to talk about the art. They just want to talk about the drama surrounding the art,
That's what
the
gets clicks,
situation
man.
surrounding it.
That's why I really respect because the streamer like culture is definitely influencing a lot, and I really respect PBM. I really respect that
PBM.
because yes, Black Boy Max, because he's bringing the
Oh,
art to
Black
the
Boy Max.
forefront of it, man.
Yeah,
He's bringing the art to the forefront of it, and of course, I appreciate like Kai. He said he's not, a rap streamer, which he's not. You know what I mean? But him just like sitting
I'm
and
Dante.
listening to the Dante, of
He's the
course, like
OG when it comes to that.
classic. But it's like
Yeah.
them just sitting down, and especially Kai since he's like the front, like bro, on the radar, and just sit down, listen to albums, man, and just putting the music out there for everybody to
Kai
really
is
lock in
Kai's
with.
massive. Like they
Yeah,
have, I work at Publix by the way.
it's like I
They
respect
got
that.
Kai at my job. Like they got little articles of him, like actual news outlets.
No, that's because
They
he's
got
bro.
actual like magazines. Brothers
Yeah,
on. He's on the cover of the
wasn't he like
magazine.
on Times or Vogue or something?
He
Oh,
was
he was
on
on.
something.
He's on everything, man.
I
Or
walk down
Forbes
the
or
aisle.
something. I
I
wouldn't be
walk down the
surprised.
aisle and I see him right there, his little face. I'm like,
Little face.
he's really big face. He's really there, bro. He's really
Nah, but yeah, man. I respect that. I appreciate that they're actually putting the art itself at the forefront, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. That is
100%,
exactly
100%.
we're not only are we gonna be putting it front and center, we're gonna be analyzing it. We're gonna be talking about it. You know what I mean? What we like, what we don't like, and we're just gonna be analyzing pretty much everything. As far as like, I just talked super fast. I apologize. As far as
Yeah, I've been doing that the whole pod.
it
The whole
happens.
since we started recording, I've been talking so
It
fast, and
happens.
I'm
I
like,
mean,
damn.
they got it. They got it.
Yeah,
But
give
as
us some
far as
leeway. This is the first episode.
yeah,
We'll
yeah,
improve
yeah,
over time.
yeah, we'll absolutely get
I'll get into
better.
that right after he's done.
As far as topics go, I think that's gonna be a real, or it's gonna be a really fun ride for sure. Because like I was saying in the failed episode again,
Oof.
Tomas and I we're kind of like on different sides of I would say the spectrum. That doesn't sound kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
well, no, the spectrum too.
Yeah, yeah,
I know.
we're kind of on different sides of the lake here in terms of like what we bring to the table just as far as like pitching ideas. So like I'm not good with like a broad I'm not good at thinking of broad topics because to me I'm just gonna sit here and be like, let's just talk about music and let's just talk about art and let's just talk about shoes and like, but it's like I really enjoy getting like just sitting down and like doing a little bit of research. You know what I mean? Like for example, like a topic which we might cover, you know what I mean, and that I definitely would have loved to cover had we started this a couple weeks ago. You know, I would have brought up to Tomas, yo, let's talk about Clips and P and John Legend at the Vatican. You know what I mean? Or like maybe some artists that we really like, or today Mob Deep dropped, you know what I mean? Like things like that. And Tomas might hit me with like, yo, let's start at this umbrella and let's really get deep. You know what I mean? Whereas like I might start at the bottom and then build out and then get deep with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I, I,
that's what's to be expected with from the topics on this one.
I kind of prefer starting with what you said about like you start deep, start at the bottom of the topic. I like starting with we say an idea and then we get branched out into the actual
Yeah,
parts of
yeah,
the
yeah.
idea.
I think the
Like
variety of that is going to be really, really, really good.
I think
Good
it's
dynamic.
important to start with like, hey, did you see that Clips was at the Vatican? So they were at the Vatican, right?
Yeah.
They were at the Vatican, and then we can get into what were they doing at the Vatican? Were they recording at the Vatican? Were they just like invited to go, just
Yeah.
vacation type vibes, or was it like actually they were working at the Vatican?
Yeah. And that can go so many ways. It's like, that's why I say that because it's like even if we talk about the Vatican, maybe that may lead into the next week's episode. Tomas might hit me and be like, yo, like I really like that episode. Maybe we can just talk about this specific portion of art history
Religion,
or just
religion and art.
religion and art. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
that's massive.
it's like that's definitely something to be expected to be
Mm.
looking forward to, and just if y'all end up being interested and wanted to stay tuned in, that's what y'all can expect. You know what I mean? All sorts of variety. Some may be a little broader. Some may be real specific at what's going on. Like whatever album just dropped or whatever clothing line we looking at. Just whatever we living in the moment.
We might be wearing whatever clothing line.
We might be wearing whatever clothing line we probably will be at some point. There's definitely a couple that
Mm.
we're gonna
100%. Some
absolutely.
bad son.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bad Son, freaking House of Errors,
House of
phenomenal,
Airs.
phenomenal brands.
I was gonna wear my Unvein hoodie, but I was like, oh no.
Hey, man, we're gonna get deep. We're gonna get
We're
into
gonna get
it.
deep. We're gonna get
We're gonna get
deep.
into it.
I think getting into fashion. Actually, before we get into fashion, I do want to say one more thing. Small little goal of the podcast, not as main goal, but I want to discuss, or not want to discuss. I want the audience to see our evolution throughout. You know,
Yes,
because right
yes,
now I don't think we're gonna do amazing talking in front of a camera. Getting our words out, getting our thoughts out, explaining what we're thinking. We're not gonna be amazing right now. Also, our actual art that we're gonna make outside of the podcast probably isn't gonna be amazing right now.
yes,
And I want y'all to see the evolution of us as podcasters, as hosts. Podcasters, I mean like editing, like quality, that kind of stuff. As hosts, as artists, and y'all, get to see all that. Front row
yeah.
seats.
gonna be a whole bunch of stuff, which is also something that I really like that you brought it up. Um, for some reference, like Tomas said, he painted some of those things over there. I really like
I'm
him.
not too proud of this one up here.
Super, all of them are super hard. My favorite has to be the Invincible one. That
The
one's
Invincible
just
one.
so W. It
Y'all
looks so
can't see it
nice.
that well.
It has
It has
blood splatter.
blood splatter on it. It's kind of supposed to be like the season one logo.
Dude, like the colors
But
on that and the blood just makes it look real grimy, real, real. I like that a lot.
yeah. The
Um,
blood splatter is really good. It's
it
sad
does
that
look
the one
super
thing they
good.
can't see is the best part about it.
Is the best part, man. But and I made this coat actually the day of was it the first recording or the day before? No, no,
No,
no.
it was the day we first set up the
Yes,
room.
so the day we
Yeah,
set up the room, that day I had came home from school and I whipped that up so we can bring it over here. But that being said, um a lot of our art, or not a lot of our art, but we are pouring a lot of our art into this. So it's like whatever song or snip or whatever y'all heard at the beginning,
he made
I
it.
produced it.
He
You know what I
produced it.
mean? We're gonna be bringing in more paintings eventually. Probably switch up this coat, maybe other stuff that I make that Tomas makes. The editing's gonna get better. So it's like across all bases, we're gonna be pouring that into this as well. You know what I mean? So it's not just like, although don't get me wrong, I mean, of course we're using these mics. We didn't make these mics. You know what I
Oh well,
mean?
yeah, we didn't make the
We
couch.
didn't make the couch, but where
Yeah,
we can, you know what I mean,
include our
we're
own
gonna
touch.
include our own
Yeah,
stuff, and that's not only for you guys, but also for us. Like,
yeah, so we
you
can
know what I
improve.
mean?
I
Yeah,
think the
yeah, yeah.
main artistic fields that both of us are in is Derrick makes clothes. Derrick makes beats. He's kind of a producer right now. Are you? Do you want to label yourself a producer, or do you want to be like, nah, nah, nah,
To
nah?
be fair, let me be full transparent here. Whatever y'all hear at the beginning of this episode, that was something I made. We haven't talked about if we're gonna keep it changed. We said for now we're just gonna keep it the same. I do want to keep pursuing that.
Okay,
I wouldn't say producer. I'm just like learning how to make beats.
learning how to produce.
Yeah.
Aspiring producer.
Yes. So
There we
I
go.
do want to get better with music. But yes, fashion is absolutely the whole thing. They come from different parts, which I'm sure one day I'm gonna get into. You know, where I started off with the fashion, where the music kind of came into my life, and why I love them both. You know what I mean, and what they mean to me.
Okay.
But
Um,
yeah, definitely music going forward is absolutely something that I'm gonna be pursuing for sure. You know what I mean? To the extent, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I just know I just want to be happy with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, fashion and music for me.
okay. For me, it's mainly painting. I've been painting for a while recently. For a while recently?
For a while
Nice.
recently,
Oh, actually,
nice.
no, that's true. That is actually true. For a while, because I used to paint, and then I stopped painting for like 3 years, and then recently, because I've been getting back into
I
it.
mean, yeah, just grammatically, I don't
So
know how that.
grammatically, it didn't make sense, but it is actually true to the
Yes,
situation.
yes, yes.
But painting, just like Derrick's producing, painting is like my side art, my side hustle art.
I
My
wouldn't call it
main,
a side. I would just say
oh,
like,
it's a side, bro. To the clothes,
no, no, no. I'm saying, but like, I mean, okay. One thing about me, I don't like the word hobby.
that's why we're saying
Right.
art forms instead of hobbies.
Yes, yes, yes. So let me not, don't get me wrong. For example, I have a hobby of collecting. I really like vinyls. I like records, right? So I'm collecting records and stuff. Yes, you can call it a hobby. Absolutely
So
right.
what's your side art hustle? You don't like that?
I just nah, I wouldn't say that, man,
Okay,
because to me, right, when you say, for example, hobby, that's something you do for the love of the game,
I
that's something
didn't
you
say
do.
hobby.
No, 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 I know, but
I
just
said
I'm getting there.
side
I'm
art
getting there. I'm
hustle,
getting there.
bro.
I'm getting
What?
there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. A hobby, you do something for the love of the game, some just you enjoy, you just like doing it, and there's nothing to it. This is just for you, right? As far as like side hustle, and the thing that side hustle and hobby have in common with me is like side hustle has this connotation, right? And unfortunately, yes, I am falling victim to having this perception of, I wouldn't say falling victim, but just I just have this perception of this, right? Where it's like this is something on the side, like dog walking. That's a side hustle.
What?
Nobody's passionate about dog walking.
Like
You know
getting
what I mean?
paid to walk someone's dog?
Yeah.
I was about to say walking your own dog isn't a
No, no, no,
side hustle.
no, 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 no,
Yo, I
no, no.
got up in the morning and I ate breakfast. My side hustle.
But nah, I'd say just like it's just another avenue that we're exploring. I would describe it like that. You know what I mean? Because music means much more to me, and learning how to make music means much more to me, and it's much more ingrained in who I am than a quote unquote side hustle, learning how to
Okay.
drop ship, walking someone's dog. You know what I mean?
So
So it's just another
so
avenue of art
no
that I'm
side hustle,
exploring.
no
Yeah.
hobby. What do you call
What do I call it? Like I said, man, it's just another avenue of expression of
it?
art
Okay.
that I'm exploring. You know what I mean? And that I would like to get good at. Right now, fashion and music are definitely, I mean, always fashion for sure. And hopefully, if I get good enough at music, you know what I mean. Music can be one of those as well.
Uh, I personally don't see a problem with art side hustle.
I'm not saying there's a
For
problem with
myself,
it.
I'm saying for
I'm not saying there's a
myself.
problem with it. I'm just saying that's just my
You
perception
don't
of
like
it.
it.
You know what I mean? I'm real detail oriented, real
Oh,
particular about what words I use and I don't use. You know what I mean? That's just something about me. I can't let it go, man.
I feel like I'm also detail oriented, but
Absolutely.
only within my art. When I'm making something, I'm detail oriented. When it comes to painting, when it comes to writing, which we'll get to writing, um, I'm detail oriented when it comes to those stuff.
I feel you.
But when it comes to just word choice, and I really don't
Not
care.
just about life. I'm just like,
Like when it comes to life, I'm not as detail oriented.
nah,
I glaze over things. I don't really care.
I'm like
Like
overly locked in. It's bad.
bad to be overly locked in.
Nah, I mean sometimes.
I lock in with the
But it's
beard.
good though. But it's good though. Hey, chill, bro. Listen, man. I need a haircut desperately. I
That's for
understand
the
that
episode one.
episode, but I'm. Listen, the next couple episodes, I'm gonna be chopped. I, which really doesn't matter. Ladies, do
Crazy.
not slide the DMs. I'm took.
Same.
Facts.
They won't anyways for me,
We're
but
took.
same.
I mean, they won't for me either. Look at me. But I'm saying though, like, I'm gonna be chopped, bro, because I'm not getting a cut till like a week and a half or 2 weeks, bro. Yeah, but by
Hold
then,
on. Your barber's an artist. Barbers are artists.
yes,
Barbers are
yes,
artists.
all those people that say, yo, barber should not be charging 40, 50, $60,
Bro, if that's what you're
yo,
worth,
if you're getting a
charge
bald
your
fade,
worth.
if you're getting a bald fade, if you're getting a buzz cut, if you're getting the dark Caesar, I, bro, sure, maybe you shouldn't be. Me, I'm saying maybe you should find yourself a barber that's not charging you 60 for that dark Caesar. But when I pull up and I'm spinning, I'm talking about waves like yo, Michael Phelps, stop
Oh
playing with him.
man, Michael Phelps?
Yes.
Troubled waters. That's what you got.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
got troubled
Like
waters.
when I pull up faded up, bro, yo, just know that cut was worth that bread,
Like,
bro.
bro, you got Helen Keller in the water. Like
I might.
you're
I might.
you're done, bro. Ain't no Michael Phelps.
But
Nah,
yeah, man. Hey, bro,
but
listen,
charge your
chop is
worth,
what it is,
man.
man.
It don't
Facts.
matter if
Charge
you're
your
a
worth, bro.
barber, if you're a digital artist, or people are like, I'm gonna pay you with exposure. Man, fuck your
Man, fuck
exposure.
that. Modeling,
Yeah,
bro.
like
Bro, modeling is one of the toughest, like, oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even want to talk about modeling right now. I'll tell you what, because I love I would love to like that's an actual side hustle for me. I'd love to model as a
See,
side
like,
hustle.
okay, yeah, I could
But
see that as a side hustle for me
I
as well.
think modeling is such an in-depth thing. I want to bring on a model and talk about it. I don't even want to like comment too much
I mean, hey, I'm not
because
gonna say nothing. All I'm saying is it
uh,
is tough to be a model.
like it
It
is.
is difficult. Not only like to get
Mm,
into the like marketing game, but like to succeed in it, bro. Because bro, your first 50 billion shows, or not even shows, but your first 50 billion uh shoots, exposure.
exposure.
Maybe you'll get a coat. Maybe you'll get a piece of clothing. Most of the time, just oh yeah, exposure, man.
Exposure is
You get
such
to be
a
out. You get to be in this
ridiculous
ad.
form of payment. It's such a
I mean,
ridiculous
it makes
form
sense
of payment.
sometimes. It makes sense
Because
sometimes. You know what I
I
mean?
said a payment. Didn't say that right.
Stop
But
payment.
I think it's terrible because it's like it doesn't do much most of the time.
Most of the time.
Like they'll tell you, hey, like there was a controversy a long time ago, right, with a YouTuber, no names, who was like getting people to make music for him, right, and then he wasn't paying them. He was saying exposure. So what he'd do is he put them at the bottom of the description. You're not
Mm.
reading that. You're not
Yeah, I
checking that.
mean,
When you're watching a YouTube video and it gets to the end and there's a watermark for the song, you're not looking up the watermark. You're not going in the description and clicking the link. You're not doing that. They're not actually getting anything from that.
yeah. I mean, it depends.
It's
Sometimes
terrible.
it's a smart business move, but yeah, man, modeling is tough. It's really really tough to get in.
It's also not a good form of payment because when you get paid actual money, you get paid money and exposure. It's not like, oh, you sacrifice one for the other. It's either you get both or you just don't get paid.
Yeah, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah. So always charge your worth.
Every time, man. Free
Every single
market
time.
is king, bro. Free market is king. That's your daily economics lesson. Free market is king most of the time.
I'm not giving no economic lessons.
Unless market failure happens, but that's a whole nother thing. Y'all probably don't even know what I'm talking about, bro.
They probably do.
They might.
And
I don't
you
know.
just sound like an asshole. They probably do.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean,
Y'all just say that smart to me. Y'all ain't on my level.
I don't know. I mean, not everyone's a business major, bro.
Nah, but I.
Ah, now, see, now they're gonna clown me for being a business major.
Why do you tell them? Why did you tell
So they know I'm a student
them?
of
Now
the
the
bag.
world.
I'm not. I ain't even no business major. I'm a student of the bag. I go where the money goes. Big facts.
That's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm a
Yeah, bro.
student of the bag.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro.
You know, I had a DoorDash
If you
person
know
tell me
how
that.
many, if you know how many moves and where it goes, you know how to follow it.
I had a DoorDash dude tell me that. I'm just a student of the bag. That's why I'm here. Like, no, bro. You're just broke.
Hey, bro, you got to start somewhere. Look at where we're starting, bro.
We're starting amazing. Look at us.
Starting pretty good, actually. Yeah,
We're
you're
starting
right.
great. Wow. The best. We're the best. Wow. We the
Yes,
best music. All right, but that might be copyrighted.
it
So
might be.
getting back into the discussion of things though. My main art side hustle, I'm comfortable saying that, is
I ain't judging, bro.
painting. I like painting on the back, in the background. I like ceramics. I haven't been able to do as much ceramics as I would love to because it is dumb expensive. It is hard to do ceramics.
Yes.
Like the clay is expensive, wheels are expensive, different kinds of glazes are really expensive. Everything's expensive. So hopefully one day I'll be able to, buy the stuff, actually have a room for it, actually have a full setup for it, and then I can get back into pottery. So pottery off the table, but I do enjoy some pottery, and I know what I'm doing a little bit when it comes to it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man. Pottery's great, man. Pottery's really dope. I tried it. I never actually got into the wheel, but ceramics is difficult, man.
ceramics is difficult,
Ceramics is
and
difficult.
it's also beautiful. It's a beautiful form of art.
Oh yeah.
Like the things that you end up making with it, they're so nice, and like getting to actually hold your project, and
I was about to say that
it's very
brings like
utilitarian.
it brings a whole different like connection
Yeah.
to the piece. You know what I mean?
Again, it's what I said. It's so utilitarian. Like
Yeah.
you actually get to you make a cup and then you drink from it. You make a bowl and then you eat from it. Like it actually you use it.
Yeah, yeah.
You
It's
get
like
use out of
it's
it.
like, your art is serving you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, it's serving you, it's serving others.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's why
great, man.
also that's why pottery is so expensive. Like if you want to
It's
buy
so
it
expensive, man.
because you actually get use out of it.
Yeah, it's
But
great. It's phenomenal. But I will say, man, also another art form that does not get as much exposure as it should, man.
what?
Ceramics, man.
Oh, ceramics, yeah.
Ceramics, absolutely.
I thought you
Absolutely.
paused, so I thought you were gonna like switch it to something else.
Nah,
Like,
nah,
do
nah,
you
nah, nah,
know?
man.
No, ceramics does not get
Nah,
anywhere
yeah,
near
I
the
want to double down
exposure.
on that.
Ceramics is like you never see anyone talking about it, and when you do see it, you never see people referring to it right. Like when I was in Japan, I don't remember who in my group. Someone in my group, we saw like a little ceramics thing like walking by in a mall. It's the mall with the Nintendo shop in Tokyo. It has like a Nintendo shop, a Sega shop, had a JoJo's shop at the time.
Yeah, I've been there.
Love me some,
I've not been there. I'm lying to you.
love me some JoJo's. And there was a little ceramics thing, and I took a photo of it. And someone was like, "Oh, that's a nice sculpture." No, it is a sculpture, but like they didn't know it was pottery. They thought it was like
Okay,
chisel.
okay, okay. They
That's
didn't
a
know it was a
crazy hand
ceramic
motion.
sculpture.
Crazy hand motion. No, chisel. Chisel.
Yeah, but it's a,
All right, but yo, dude, sculpt that dick.
I can't, bro. I can't, bro.
Oh,
Oh
I'm gonna have to
man.
cut that. Cut that part.
Nah, I don't think so.
I have to. We'll see. But yeah, they didn't refer to it right. And it's not like, oh, I'm upset that y'all didn't call it the right word. It's more like y'all don't know the right words because y'all don't know about pottery. Y'all don't know
Yeah, it
about
doesn't get the
ceramics.
exposure.
It doesn't get the exposure it deserves. And I think it should, honestly. And when I start making more pottery, I'll try and give more exposure. I'll put it on in the background. Hopefully one day we'll have a shelf on set and I can
Oh,
put
that'd
some
be
pottery
so
on the
nice.
shelf.
Dude, that right there would be a like above the whiteboard.
Yeah, I can put some pottery there.
Phenomenal area right
That's
there.
what I'm saying. But yeah, so aside from painting and pottery, my two side hustles, we get into the main art. For me, it's writing. I'm a writer. I write movies, movie scripts. I'd love to be a director one day.
I filmed them. I've lied to y'all twice now.
He's a liar. Don't listen
This
to
is like a
anything he says. He
great
didn't make
start.
this.
Huh?
He didn't make this.
I didn't. Both of
No.
us lied to y'all.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I did make this.
No, he actually didn't make it. It's nice.
I did make that. Yeah.
But no, seriously. Like I'm a writer and I want to be a director one day. So like we didn't get into our main inspirations. I'll say mine and you can go back and say yours.
Okay.
My main inspirations when it comes to writing is, or not writing, when it comes to directing, is Tarantino
Noted.
and Christopher Nolan. Like they made their films, man. Their films are amazing. Like look at any Tarantino film, and every scene you could write like a dissertation about. Like they're so good. Like they're so deep. There's so much about it.
I'm realizing this is the part of the episode where like it's set in that this conversation is about to lead to a lot of hate on me.
What? What are you about to say? Yo, wait, let me set up. What are you about to say?
You know what I'm about to
I
say,
don't even
bro.
remember what you're about to say.
We're about to talk about so much stuff that I have not seen.
Oh my god. Do I tell the Frankenweenie story again?
No.
Chill. Chill. What y'all
Um,
know about Frankenweenie?
I would start. I'm,
Alright,
I'm gonna start me
let
off
me
on
finish.
a
Let me
good
finish.
foot. Hold on,
Let me
bro.
finish. But nah, any Tarantino scene, you can really like analyze it like crazy, and you get new stuff every time you rewatch his films. The specific scene I brought up in the failed episode, which I'm gonna bring it up again, is the scene when they're in the bar in Inglorious
Oh
Bastards,
yes.
and the German's trying to figure out if the dude's a spy or not, right?
Yeah, and he does.
And he does because the way he asks for a drink instead of doing it like this.
Yeah, it's
Instead of doing it like this, like a German would, he does like this, like how a British
yeah.
officer does. And there's so much about the way the scene is filmed, like actually the angles they use
Mm-hmm.
to show the standings that each character has within the movie itself. Like the angles, they use the camera being placed in certain places to make certain characters seem like they're more in power in the scene. Because
Okay.
they are. And I think that's really cool. He does that in almost every film where you can just look into it, except for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I don't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I
My
haven't watched
my
Once Upon a
least
Time in
favorite
Hollywood.
Tarantino film, just a whole bunch of feet.
Is that what it is?
It's a whole bunch of feet. It's not what the whole film is, but the one feet scene just made me real uncomfortable when she put her feet on the windshield. Like she put her feet on the windshield, like squished,
Okay.
and it was just a shot from outside the windshield of her feet. And I'm like, I know what kind of man you are. Like, yeah, bro,
Bro.
straight feet, just straight feet on the shot. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't.
Hey, bro. To each their own, bro.
To each their own. All right, you want to talk about your inspirations when it comes to music, clothes, all that?
I want to address movies real quick.
Okay, okay.
I really just want to start me on on a good foot because it's gonna go downhill really fast.
Oh no,
It's gonna go downhill really fast.
oh no.
Speaking of Chris Nolan, I really just want to shout out Oppenheimer, bro.
Great movie, great film,
Oppenheimer is
truly.
phenomenal. I was never really even into history like that, especially like in high school. Not even until now in college, like that I started getting interested in history and like I do enjoy learning about it, right?
Mhm.
It's actually interesting to me. Oppenheimer, never in a million years would I have thought that a biopic would be one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's my favorite biopic of all time.
Like
Like,
Chris
yeah.
Nolan murdered that, murdered it, like just went stupid with it. So yeah, that went crazy. Um,
Shout out, Killian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy,
Killian
man,
Murphy, he was so good. I think that's my favorite Killian Murphy role.
I need to watch Peaky Blinders.
I
Peaky
like
Blinders
him.
seems
I
really
like
cool.
him more than I like Peaky Blinders.
Really?
I think he did
Okay.
good. Well, Peaky Blinders, Thomas Shelby, that performance was like drawn out over seasons. So you could
Hmm.
be like, okay, he was very like he continued very well with that character. He held that character for so long and he did so well. So maybe he's better as Thomas Shelby, right?
Hmm.
But in like a case study, like you grab any part of Peaky Blinders, like one season versus the movie, or like a few episodes versus the movie, I think he did better in Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Also, shout out Florence Pugh. I somehow did not know anything about Florence Pugh before this movie. I don't know how. Like everyone knows about her, and I somehow didn't. And then like, she was really good.
Whoever that is. Um.
She was the one that was riding him.
See, I was assuming yeah, played her role very well.
Now, hold on. That's not why.
No.
It's not why. But I knew if I said that, you would immediately link the dots of who it was. But no, I didn't know about her. She was like, chill,
I
bro.
wasn't even thinking
Chill,
about
bro.
like
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about that, bro.
She's been in other stuff. First of all, I didn't even
I
recognize her.
recognized her. I
I didn't
recognized
even
her.
recognize her. Like I'd seen her in other things, and I didn't even recognize her.
Nah, I recognized her. I just didn't know who she was.
And then I started to learn. Like I saw the movie, and I was like, she's really good. And then I was like, oh, she's been in all this other stuff that I've seen. She's actually a really good actress. And now she's one of my favorite actresses.
Yeah, she's
Not
really good,
just
man.
because of her role in Oppenheimer, but because Oppenheimer made me realize I've seen her in other stuff. I was like, oh damn, she's actually really good.
And you saw her
Why
in
are you
Oppenheimer
smiling, bro?
because bro, you
Why
said
are you
not
smiling?
because you said not just because of what you did in Oppenheimer, bro.
What did she do in Oppenheimer?
You said it yourself, man. Hey, man. Shout out her. You're a great actress for sure. Yo, you tripping,
Well, your girl's watching this.
bro. Did she watch Oppenheimer?
She's watching this podcast.
No, bro. Not even like that, bro. Not even like that. No, because I didn't even think about it
No,
like that until you
I
said
know
that,
it's
bro.
not even like that. But when I was saying it, I was like, damn, someone's gonna message me after this
Someone,
and be like,
not me.
yo, someone.
I wasn't
And
thinking
you
about it
know
like
I
that.
know who you are. You know who you are.
I was talking about her. I mean, I don't want to spoil the role, like her role, but I was talking about her character, how she like the
Yeah,
integrity of her character.
yeah. No, that's what I was talking about. Her character's
Okay,
amazing.
okay, 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 okay. Yeah, we're both
It
locked in.
it's because she's not a villain. She's not
That's
a
exactly
villain.
what I was.
She's
Yes,
not a villain.
exactly.
But she does her existence hurted. Nice. Chill, bro. Yo.
Heard it. No, I did. I ain't gonna lie.
She
It
hurt
did.
Oppenheimer so
Yeah,
much in the trial.
yeah,
Spoilers. She hurt Oppenheimer so much in that communism trial, like trying to figure out whether or not he's communist.
yeah,
It was like
yeah.
it's like, oh, so you were at these communist meetings, you were having sex with the communists like all the time.
He was
You cheated on your
constantly
you
with a
cheated on your
communist.
woman like 4 times with this lady who was a communist. It's like, yeah, he might be a communist.
She was a phenomenal communist. I'm just saying.
She was a phenomenal actress in that movie.
Yeah, nah,
Her role was great.
she killed that role. She killed that role like really well.
Yeah, but to me, Killian Murphy, and I think that movie helped Robert Downey Jr. break out from just he's
Yo,
Iron
his
Man.
performance in there, I
Yeah,
loved it.
because
I loved
before
it.
before this movie, he had great roles outside of Iron Man, but he'd been Iron Man for so like Tropic Thunder, for example.
Hmm.
He was really good in Tropic Thunder. That's one we're just as a
That
black
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
no,
yeah.
he's really good in Tropic Thunder. I promise.
I love the scene.
It's not. Hold on. It's not him doing blackface. It's him playing a character that's doing blackface, making fun of the character that's doing blackface.
Oh,
So he's not
okay.
actually like pretending to be a black guy. He's pretending to be an actor that's playing a black guy. So
I gotta watch that
they're
movie.
making fun of blackface.
I saw the clip
Yeah.
where he's like yelling at the guy, and he's like, "Oh, man," and he just stares at me like he just stares at him all weird.
Yeah, I mean that's why he's staring at him weird because he's an actor dressed up. Yeah.
That scene will never not be funny,
But
bro.
no, he's been good in a lot of other stuff, not just Iron Man. But he'd been Iron Man for so long at that point that I feel like a lot of people were
That
just
was
like,
him. Yeah,
he's
that was
Iron Man.
RDJ.
And then I think Oppenheimer, he was such a good villain in that. He was
Phenomenal.
so like that character was so self-centered,
Yeah,
so
the
like
ending has to be like for that character has to be one
when
of
when
my
the dude when the
favorites.
dude is like maybe they weren't talking about you, maybe they were talking about something a lot more important. Damn, and then you find out they were talking about something a lot more.
Oh man, that right there, that
Holy Oppenheimer
realization
glaze, man.
was
It's a great
phenomenal.
movie.
Listen, bro,
It's a great movie.
it's keep my I one thing about me, I really don't ever really rewatch anything. It's just not something I do.
Yeah.
I rented that movie. I watched it twice in 2 days. I watched it, and then the very next day, I was like, "Yo, I just so happen to have free time." I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna watch it again." Like, and then I contemplated watching it a third time that same day.
I also don't rewatch things often, if ever. I feel
Yeah.
like the only movies I rewatch are movies where I'm talking to someone about it, and then I come to the realization, oh, I don't remember this movie as well as I wish I remembered it, so I'm gonna do a little refresher.
Okay.
But I don't rewatch movies out of enjoyment, because out of enjoyment, I'm trying to watch something new.
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
feel
of
like the
course.
only movies I rewatch are like Fight Club, because I watched it so
Classic.
I watched it for the first
Classic.
time so long ago that then I was like, I gotta rewatch it. I gotta rewatch it. So Fight Club, not a TV, not a movie, but a TV show. I've seen Futurama. Don't laugh, bro. I've seen Futurama like 50 times. Growing up, you know what I would do when I was little? I would put on Futurama and I would just like play with my toys when I was like 5 years old,
Right.
and she would just be on in the background, repeat. So like the episode would finish, and then the next episode would go, and the next episode would go, and I did that for like 3 years, from like when I was like 5 to when I was like 8. So yeah, I've seen Futurama a good amount of times.
Futurama's also fire.
But I think the only movie recently I've rewatched out of enjoyment was Whiplash. I watched Whiplash twice. I watched what?
I just can't ever get like there's this picture. It's almost like a caricature of the oh my God,
Terrence,
I'm
the
forget.
villain.
Yes, yes.
Terrence.
But I was blanking on his like his real name, like the actor's name. But
His
anyways,
real name. J.K. Simmons.
yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. I
Absolute,
just can't get that caricature out of
absolute go. I love J.K.
he's
Simmons.
amazing. Are you
So,
sure?
what's his best role?
I haven't seen that many. I want to watch Whiplash because I'd assume that would be his best one.
Yeah,
I think
Whiplash.
that would be my favorite one if I went out,
He is
to watch it.
so villainous in that movie. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And the weirdest part is, you want to talk about Whiplash?
No,
You want to watch it?
I want to watch it.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is, Whiplash is one of those movies where I watched it and I was like, this isn't gonna be one of my favorite movies. It's just gonna be really good. And for some weird reason, I loved it. I loved it. It was so like, keep in mind, it's not better than Sinners,
Okay.
but I think I like it more than Sinners.
I mean, that's fine. I don't think Sinners is
No, Sinners is amazing.
no, but I'm saying like for me, right?
Mm. By the way, real quick, I'm using Sinners as an example because Sinners is like his favorite film.
Yeah.
So
I it's really hard for me. I would never go out of my way to say Sinners is a better project than, for example, Oppenheimer. But I enjoy Sinners more than Oppenheimer.
well, Sinners is closer to Oppenheimer than some people would admit because
Oh, absolutely.
Oppenheimer's just better cinematography wise, right? And it's like better storytelling wise.
Yeah,
So
technically.
people will sit here, and those are like the big ones when it comes to like looking really good.
Yeah.
So some people will be like, "Oh no, it's like it gets gapped." It doesn't get gapped. It's
No.
just I think Oppenheimer's a
Yeah,
better film,
I do
but
think so. But I mean,
Sinners is phenomenal.
I'm never gonna take
No,
Oppenheimer, and I say never, just really more so to show how much I love Sinners rather than to say how like the gap between Oppenheimer and Sinners is because part of me even feels wrong for saying this
saying what that it's like,
that I enjoy Sinners more because Oppenheimer is just that good. It's like Oppenheimer really is just such a
but
phenomenal
Sinners
experience that I
Sinners
do enjoy
spoke to
Sinners
you
more.
more than
Yes,
Oppenheimer.
yes,
I
yes.
mean that's what I'm saying with
But that's
Whiplash.
speaking more to Sinners, how much it resonates with me rather than, the gap between Oppenheimer and Sinners. Because Oppenheimer is
I
just
think you
it's
would love
so
Whiplash.
I couldn't stop talking about Oppenheimer genuinely. I have every scene from that movie ingrained in my brain.
Because what you're talking about right now, what about a movie resonating with you? I think Whiplash should resonate real deep with you.
I like I don't
It's about a guy, like just to get general, it's about a guy really sacrificing everything in his life to pursue talent,
okay.
and everything from his dad and his like family and like the girl that he's like talking to. Everyone's always like, "Well, do you have to be the greatest?" And he's like, "Yeah," and he's willing to sacrifice his physical health, his emotional health, his relationships, everything just to be the best.
Yeah, I probably not even probably that made me want to watch it a lot more. Like that is absolutely one of the things, especially like bro, from like 14 to like 17,
Mm.
so like pretty much most of high school. It's like you remember when I was like listening to like a lot of Drake.
Yeah,
It's like that's the whole
that's why you listen to
reason.
Drake.
Well, that's a large part of why I listen, and that's why the Drake and J. Cole concert that I went to, I will never forget. Like I sat there and I was looking around the stadium. Genuinely, I was like, "Yo." this is like all these people are here. Like literally went through my mind before the show even started. No, Drake isn't even out, and like when we got there, I was like, yo, all these people
Right here for
are
Drake
here for this guy.
and J Cole
And I mean,
and
yes,
jalapeno
of course, but
coleslaw.
all right,
He's
bro.
locked in, bro.
No, I love J. Cole too, but I'm saying
Yeah.
it was Drake's tour, right? And it's like even if J. Cole wasn't there, these seats would be sold out regardless. It's like that was the closest I had ever been up until then, right? Like to witnessing and experiencing and being in the presence of true greatness. And it's like, and we're gonna get into this 100% in a different episode, right? Like way deeper, but like that's also the reason that him people say it was a bad movie. It was not a great movie by any means.
But it spoke to you.
But I definitely feel I enjoyed it a lot more than I would have because the whole idea of literally I mean, well, okay, they spoilers. He
Spoilers.
literally sold his
I
soul.
I
He
haven't I haven't seen it,
yeah, but he was selling his soul.
but I'm not gonna see it
Yeah.
because I've heard bad.
But he was essentially selling his soul
Yeah.
to be the greatest, right? So it's like, meeting at a crossroad, right?
I've
But
Sinners.
yes, as well. But like him, I really loved like not loved, but I really enjoyed also because it was entertaining, right? Just the cinematography, the color coord, everything was just it just looked cool, right? Just kind of like something you're just like looking, you're just like smiling the whole time. It's like dope, and music was playing the whole time, right? But anyways,
Oh man, dude, everything you're describing makes me think more and more you're gonna enjoy Whiplash.
I probably
This is what
will.
it's about. It's about him like
Yeah.
kind of selling his soul to Terrence, the J.K.
Okay.
Simmons, to get him to be the greatest drummer of all time.
I mean,
That's
if
kind
if
of what
if
it's
if
about.
Whiplash is just like a good version of him, I'm probably gonna love the movie
Um,
because the whole point of
imagine him, but instead of it being like supernatural selling his soul, it is like metaphorically selling his soul.
okay,
It's not like because Terrence isn't a fucking
yeah,
like he's just a guy. He's just a guy who is a music conductor.
right,
But
and he takes
his
it really
but
fucking
his
serious.
methods are so like you have to devote yourself to this or you're not, you know.
Yeah.
And he tells certain people like all the time. He's like, "Are you gonna be?" I forgot the exact example he used, but he would use this example where it was this other drummer who was great, or not. It wasn't a drummer. This other artist who was great, and they would say, "Are you gonna be this guy for me?" The same way that this guy was for someone else.
Okay.
You're not this guy. He's repeating, "You're not this guy." And then when he thinks he could actually be that guy. Also, Terrence is diabolical. He's an evil ass motherfucker. Like
Yeah, yeah,
he
I've seen
sets
some of
no no
them.
no. You haven't actually seen the
No,
worst
no, but
ones
like
yet.
the famous clip.
The famous clips are like physically him being like a bad person, like throwing shit at people and like
Okay.
screaming at them. The most
Yeah, yes, the
diabolical thing he
screaming.
does in the movie is like all.
Okay.
There's
I
one
gotta
thing.
watch this
There's
fucking
one
movie.
thing he does. No spoilers. After that segment, like later in the movie, that is like it's kind of like a setup type situation. It's kind of like a
Okay.
when I found out when you find out what he's doing, you're like, this fucking guy. This fucking guy. Holy like you go from being he's not that bad, he just has his own methods to get greatness out of people, to he is a petty motherfucker. He
Hey,
is a
bruh.
he's evil.
I'm probably gonna like him a lot.
I like Whiplash. I
Cause
think
yeah, man, him is
Whiplash is
like
like top 10 for me.
him. Like I was saying, like it really like okay. Spoilers again, right? But there was a turning point for me with him where I was watching, and this is after Cam. I'm pretty sure his name right. Cam gets to the camp, or well, the guy's house actually. Marlon
Sure.
Wayans' house, and there's a moment because he had just gotten a concussion,
Yeah.
right? And so they're playing hard, bro. Like Marlon Wayne, which is the GOAT, he has these guys come in, right? And Cam, fresh off of it, not fresh, but pretty fucking fresh off of a concussion, he's going and he gets knocked down, right? By the way, he's a QB, right?
Okay.
But he gets knocked down by this dude and he's like, yo, like these guys like I thought we were just like practicing, right? But he's getting like they're getting rough. And so the turning point in the movie for me was when Cam just flipped the switch. Yo, he laid him out. He laid the dude out. And it's like, why? Is because then after that, Cam was just like on overdrive. He laid him out. He was yelling in his face while this guy could be literally dead in front of him. And it's like, that's like the raw emotion that they were trying to encapsulate the whole time. And it's like, that's exactly what
And that's what you
I
liked about
I
him?
like. Yeah, man, because
You're gonna love
at least
Whiplash. I'll leave it at
how
that.
how I watch how I see greatness, right, is like exactly like that
Mm.
Marlon Wayne actually had an interview. Also I forget the actor's name, man. He was great, but Cam, um, and Marlon Wayne was like the other actor Cam, he was like, good healthy life balance between work, right? And Marlon Wayne was like, nah, bro, like I gotta be like
The
at
best.
this
Yeah.
24/7. You know what I mean? It's like to me, it's like if you're not devoting yourself, it's like if this isn't what you're living, bro, like if your passion isn't what you're living, if you actually have one, right? Because not necessarily everyone necessarily has something
Passion.
that you know what I mean exactly. But it's like if that's what you got and you're trying to be the best at it, or just like be great, and you're not putting like literally everything. I don't mean figuratively. I mean literally everything on the
Yeah.
line. Like, what are you doing it for? And it's like
I'm
that's why
I'm
I
telling you,
liked
bro.
him.
I'm telling you, bro. You're gonna love Whiplash. You're just telling like all the things you're saying that you liked about him are things that are really good about Whiplash.
Yeah. So him was a cool movie.
I'm trying to fix
Um,
my hair right now. My bad.
you know, I mean, to be honest, the girls didn't like it at all.
Really?
I don't mean the girls generally. I mean like
I like the girls you went
yes, yes, yes. So they didn't like it at all.
with.
But me and my boy, me and Berto liked it. So
I didn't like what I've heard about it. I'm not gonna watch it. I've heard it's like terrible.
that I will say the ending was the worst ending I've ever seen.
Ever?
Ever.
Nah,
No
no.
exaggeration.
Do you want to get into bad endings?
Should we? Should we?
The worst ending I've ever seen. I'll let my hair just ride. The worst ending I've ever seen in anything ever is Game of Thrones.
Got.
Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones. George R. R. Martin is an inspiration to me writing wise. I love how he builds his worlds. I love how he writes. I can't stand what D&D did to Game of Thrones.
I gotta watch Game of Thrones, man.
Bro,
It's
listen,
long. But
I love Game of Thrones, and I almost want to tell you, don't even watch it. The ending is that bad.
oh man,
Like, there's no
I
pay.
have heard. Isn't it like? I mean, we talked about this before. Like the rating on it.
It is one of the lowest rated TV episodes. It's like garbage. It's garbage rating. Like, it's so bad. All I can really say about it is it destroys everything that was built. In
Interesting.
the last season, everything that was built up for every character is just like, let's throw that away for cheap value. So bad. It's so bad. It's bad in the long term for the characters themselves. It's bad in the short term for what you're actually watching. It's just bad. Just bad. I've never been like so. Read the books. Read the books. They're not even done, but I'd rather you be left with the cliffhanger of the last book that's out than be left
Uh,
with the ending that we got.
okay. That might be the move.
The move is watch the show, then read the books.
Oh, okay,
And then
okay,
after you,
okay.
then you're like, oh, I get why the ending was bad. I can tell you this. You know why? This is a book thing, not a show thing. My theory on one of the reasons why the show ended so badly was because they didn't introduce the character Young Griff.
Young Gravy.
Young Griff. He was supposed to, according to the theories about the book, he's gonna sit the throne soon in the books.
Or
Since they never wrote him into the show at all, they had to replace him with someone else who didn't do a great job, and then that character kept doing a bad job until the ending, and they had to dumb down some other characters to, you know, yeah, yeah. And the characters they chose to dumb down were the worst options you could have chosen. They dumbed down Jamie, which one of the greatest redemption arcs in history, and you dumbed it down like that. Wow.
it
Daenerys,
sounds
a
horrible.
fan favorite character, the fan favorite character, Daenerys.
I've heard of her.
And y'all dumbed her down like that. Her arc that's gonna be amazing in the books. And y'all dumbed it down like that. Are we serious? Um, Sansa, John, they
Whoever that
ruined
is.
John, bro.
John from Philly.
John and Frank, they ruined. Y'all are never gonna get the John and Frank. Like,
Oh my God,
forget the
man.
lost episode. This isn't even about the lost episode. Our first practice session, we just sat here talking about Frank's and
We
John's.
just we just said Frank and John probably like 80 million
You said,
times.
what do you say that they call in where they call everything a John?
Pretty sure it's Philly, man. Everything's a John, bro.
Give me 1 second.
This guy, while this guy's messing with his John, um, yeah, man. We'll call it the Lost Tapes. And the
Is
Lost
that better?
Tapes, we just
Oh
talked
man.
about John's the whole time, and then Frank's, uh, You know,
We're here.
this guy clearly needs a
We're
Frank
better.
or two.
We're better. We're here.
Clearly needs a Frank or two for
But
his John. But you
yeah,
know,
Franks and John. We just talked about Franks and Johns in the practice recordings. It was the funniest shit ever. We couldn't stop laughing.
funniest thing ever.
So if you ever hear us bring up Franks and Johns,
Just now,
just know everything's a John. Some things are a
everything is a
Frank.
John. Everything is a John. And
Everything's.
Frank
How about
uses
this?
sparingly.
Everything is a John. Franks you use sparingly, but Franks and Johns they don't. They don't
They don't.
mix.
They don't.
They don't
They don't.
mix. You might end up with a shootout.
Yeah, and never say the word Jimmy. Don't call anything a
A
Jimmy.
Jimmy? That's a Jimmy. No.
Stop. Don't
Stop.
call anything a
Bad.
Jimmy ever.
Bad. Let's get off this, bro. She's
Hey
so
man,
ass.
idols,
So,
bruh,
Game of Thrones
idols.
ending, terrible, horrendous. It's the worst ending I've ever seen. I think it's worse than him. If you did watch Game of Thrones, you would genuinely be offended by how bad the ending is.
Man.
And it carries over to House of the Dragon.
Oh, that's
I'll
unfortunate.
tell you what, listen, House of the Dragon is amazing. But there's like every once in a while they'll have a bad writing decision. But the bad writing decisions are so like that. There's one scene at the end of season one ish with this one character that does a thing, and it makes no sense. If she would have just, it would have ended the whole show and they would have won, but she didn't because it wasn't in the books. So, let me play this. This character could have killed a bunch of characters really easily and ended the whole show. But she didn't because that whole scene never existed in the books in the first place.
Okay,
So there's no logical reason why she didn't kill them. But she can't kill them because in the books the whole scene doesn't exist. So this character won't even be dead.
I see. I see.
Ridiculous. But House of Dragon is still alright. I like it. Game of Thrones overall is one of the greatest TV shows of all time. It's
Minus the
just
ending.
last two seasons. Ridiculous. Back to idols.
Man, where were we, man?
That's
Idols,
all.
man. Yeah, man. So we got yours.
My writing idols.
We're gonna have to
Tarantino,
go.
Nolan. What are your clothes idols? Let's not get into music. Let's get into the main.
Yeah, we'll wait on music, man.
Clothes idols. Who inspires
Virgil Abloh, man. Virgil Abloh, and this is gonna be. I mean, I have to give all the context here. I started caring about fashion really in general, just seventh, eighth grade, middle school. I find out what a shoe was. You know what I mean?
you?
Like I really find out what a shoe is, like what J's is for real, like just all types of stuff.
Zapatos.
Yeah. So, and then pretty much like eighth grade more so, I started getting into like the hype beast culture. Not that I was buying this stuff, I couldn't afford none of that. But like Yeezys came out, right? I was like, yo, these are hot. Um, then yeah, man, I started getting into the streetwear culture. And so what happened is I started really loving Bape. Bape, still one of my all-time favorites.
Are we gonna get after this? We're gonna get into the discussion of high beast culture and
Sure,
okay,
sure, we
you
can do
finish.
that. But really overall, man, Virgil stood for so much, and I can't even get into everything. But once I really like by freshman year, high school, I was like deep, and Virgil was like the first and only person, which I've refrained now, right? I don't want to be the next anybody, but Virgil like was the first and only person I've ever said like, yo, I want to be the next Virgil Abloh. Like he just did so much, man. Like not only was he a like phenomenal designer, genius, but bro, he gave so much back. And in the Lost Tapes, we talked about what it means to give back a little and or just give back in general. And he gave back not as in like necessarily money or this or that, but like just wisdom and game and really putting on for the next generation, me, my generation. And it's like that is something that I absolutely want to do going forward is like
You think mentoring is a really important part of art, like
it
really
is a
teaching the next generation?
it's
Okay.
a critical part of art, man. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be direct, but just like intentionally leaving space, you know what I mean? I mean, past just the art itself for interpretation, you know what I mean? It's like if you don't want to be a personality, you don't necessarily have to. But Virgil Abloh, like he went out of his way to talk at, all types of stuff. And one of my favorite quotes that he said that I'm never gonna forget is he said, if my clothes is too expensive, you should go make yours. You know what I'm saying? Like that should make you want to go make yours, right? Something along those lines. And it's like that's like he wasn't trying to be an ass or like anything, but it's like that is something that at least how I interpret it, that stuck with me, and that
Okay.
I didn't take it negatively or anything.
So you think with that he didn't mean like stop complaining about the prices of my
No,
clothes. You think he
no,
meant if you want to help, if you want to make clothes for people who can't afford my clothes, make clothes for people who can't afford my clothes.
no. But he
Not
didn't
like
say
that.
people. No, no, no. He said,
But for
yo.
yourself, for
He
yourself.
said, yo, if you can't afford it, yo, go make it yourself.
Do
You
you
know what
think
I
he
mean?
meant
Because
like
not everything is meant for everybody, bro. So if you can't afford it, money shouldn't even be a problem. You know what I mean? It's like go make some, and he's not necessarily saying every single person on earth has to make their
ooh,
manufacture their own
hold on
clothes,
though. I
but
love that. I love that. Not everything is made for everyone.
yeah, bro.
I've seen
It doesn't
that in
have
the
to be. It's never
gaming.
going to be.
I've seen that in the gaming discussions about like Elden Ring too difficult,
Yeah,
Hollow Knight too difficult. Not everything is made for everyone.
it's not, bro. It's not, and it's like that's one of the main things that I got from that. So Virgil Abloh, man, he is an idol. It's like I don't like going around and saying things like this, but right, like that man's like how they call him MJ, like Black Jesus, bro. That man's a god to me, bro. It's like that man's a god to me, genuinely. Um, as far as other fashion idols, I already said I love Bape, so Nigo, I love Nigo. Um, he's an icon. And then going forward, it's more music artists, which is like when I was actually developing my artistry and my style and what I enjoyed and all that type of stuff, which is mostly in high school, like Tyler and Pharrell and all
We
these
got Hella
guys.
Tyler up in the room too. We got Chromacopia,
A ton,
Flower
man.
Boy.
A
We got
ton.
Igor down there. But
Icon,
by the way, let me just real quick for the people at home. Igor, greatest album of all time,
in his opinion. I
in my
love
opinion.
Igor. I love
In
Igor.
the opinion, the one and only opinion.
It's one of the opinions, yeah. It's one
It
of the
just works so well as an album. We can
It's
talk about
phenomenal.
that. We can talk about Igor some other time.
But yeah, man, I'd say real like if I had to just choose one above all else, head and shoulders,
Virgil.
Virgil, man. Virgil is just like I can't even put it into words how much like what he stood for means to me. You know what I mean? It's like that man absolutely shaped the foundation for
Let me
what I value as far as like art and
let me give some
fashion and stuff
context
like
on the
that.
Virgil thing though. Let me give some. I got some good insight for this for the
Okay.
people. So I was hanging out with my girl. We were driving somewhere. I think we were driving to like I don't know Orlando, the casino, like that direction. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
And this dude calls me. I pick up the phone and he's like, "Yo, I gotta talk to you. This is serious." I'm like, "Oh damn, someone died." Like that's the tone of voice he had. Like someone he's about to tell me that someone in his family died, someone that we know died, right? I'm like, I'm like, oh shit, what's up, man? What's going on? He's like, Kanye just said fuck Virgil. Like what? It's not, bro. Yo, when I after I hung up on this dude, my girl was really talking to me like, what did he want? You sounded so serious. I'm like, he's talking about some bullshit. That's what he was telling me about. Like, God damn.
Nah, bro. Yo, because
Because Kanye and
and
Virgil are both amazing, like
bro,
idols.
it's like I mean I didn't mention him. I mentioned Yeezys, but it's like Kanye
It's like when your
also.
parents fight.
All right, bro. That's
It's
kind of
kind of real.
crazy. That's kind of
It's kind of
crazy.
real though. It's like
But
Yeezy, Kanye, music, and like producing wise and fashion wise, gotta be an idol.
nah, but
Virgil's your idol.
forget production and music altogether. Just because my introduction to Ye was through Yeezy first. It's like I knew he made music, of
Huh?
course. Yeah. Like obviously I knew he made music and I had heard his music before, but he became one of my like icons that I looked up to, right? Like his artistry
Because of fashion?
originally.
So
Yeah.
you were a Kanye fan because of Yeezy, not the music.
I was already a fan. I
Originally.
was already a fan of his music.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, I was already a fan of his
I thought you
music.
meant that you found Yeezy before
No.
you found. I was like,
No, no,
really?
no. No, no, no.
That's possible.
It is possible though.
but his music is so big.
Yeah, it is.
Yeezy's massive, but his music is
Yeah,
so big.
but I was absolutely already a Ye fan, but like his like Yeezy itself. I refer to Ye as Yeezy all the time, by the way. So don't get I don't know, don't get it mixed up, you know.
I just call him Ye or Kanye.
I call him Ye or I call him
Ye's my
Yeezy
favorite.
sometimes.
Ye's my favorite artist.
Yeezy had yeah, nah,
Ye,
Yeezy's tough though.
Yeezy's tough. I love
But
the. When I say Yeezy's tough, I mean the brand. I know you
I'm
mean the guy. I
yeah, I
mean the
mean the
brand.
guy.
No, Yeezy. I love the brand. I like to separate it.
Uh,
I like to separate it because in the
Yeezus.
past, let me play this. In the past, there's been certain times where I've not liked the music and like the fashion, or I've not liked the fashion like the music.
Of course.
So I like to separate it. I think I'm at a point where overall I love the brand. I love the music.
Yeah.
Like Kanye is my favorite artist of all time, and Yeezy's like one of my favorite brands.
Yeah. Nah,
So I
Yeezy.
think Kanye goaded.
Yeezy the
But
brand.
when Kanye was on Twitter, Twitter
You know.
fingers, when he
Yeah,
was
you
talking
know.
about some like, oh, fuck Virgil, this dude was distraught.
Nah, man, because listen, I really, really, really do love Ye's like art, bro. And he really is an inspiration to me across all platforms. But like when he says something like that, it's like, by the way, bro, this was already like Ye was already he was Ye.
This is deep into the Twitter like
Yeah,
rants.
yeah, like this is Ye on his Ye timing. So it's
This was
like
after the B&B where we were on Airbnb with our friends, and we would literally sit there at the table reloading, and then someone would be like, "Yo, there's a new Kanye tweet," and I was like, "Oh man, what do you say now?"
what do you say now,
It felt
bro?
like the clip of Never mind.
Nah, nah, bro,
I'm
nah,
playing
nah.
the second town.
Listen, bro.
Oh no.
Listen, bro. Ye, he was an icon, man. He still is, bro. But this was definitely like since this was Ye, and of course, like I still want to support the guy, man, because he's such an icon to me. But then when he said that, it's
Like that's your goat.
like genuine,
He
and
was talking on your boy. That's your inspiration.
it's like, bro, I can't because then I have to sit down and be like, because I can outwardly, I'm an avid, like I'm very adamant about separating the art from the artist, right? Of course, within reason, which I mean, to each their own, right? But there I was genuinely like, am I gonna be able to sit down and listen to Kanye and like not think about this tweet?
I think the within reason is very important
Yes.
because there are certain moments when an artist does certain things and it's in their art.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the more recent Kanye tracks that like where he actually talks about certain issues. The
Like
the,
his cousin.
the messaging. I wasn't even talking about the cousin. The messaging is within the music itself, so it's like you can't separate. Because at that point,
Yeah.
it is the
Yeah.
music.
It is the
But
music
I'm talking about like you could bump some graduation and not think about the fact that
that he's saying these things,
yeah,
or he
you,
literally advocated for public nudity.
episode 1, you want to talk about your hate of nudity and fashion?
I don't want to talk about it, but I'm just saying. Not yet. I'm not gonna talk about it yet.
We gotta we gotta bring in
It's a strong word
we're gonna
though.
bring in a nude person and we'll debate with them. Why are you nude?
Why are you nude?
Why you cock out?
I mean,
Actually,
nudity isn't inherently bad.
the thing that you sent me the other
Public
day
nudity is literally
of
just
the
breaking the laws.
bodysuit that had the cock,
Oh
that
no,
was ridiculous.
no,
He sent me. Should you want me to throw it up on screen?
no, no,
No,
no.
we'll
Don't
get up
throw it up on
screen.
screen. We can just tell them.
There, he sent me. Yeah, actually, can't throw it up on screen. He
No,
sent me this
we can just tell
runway.
them the
Who was it?
fucking.
So
It was
they can have more room.
JPG. No,
Well, you don't want to throw accusations on people, so you better get it right.
I'm blanking. I literally just had his name.
You can check your phone. You
It's the
sent it to
freaking
me.
the cologne that you have, bro.
What do you mean? Jean
The
Paul Gaultier?
Jean Paul Gaultier, yes.
They that was their runway.
JPG, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah,
So,
but
oh
he
man,
didn't
I love.
direct that one, I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
fuck, I love Jean Paul Gaultier. I love their clones. All
Oh,
right,
phenomenal
whatever.
brand.
So Jean
But
Paul
that
Gaultier,
runway
they did a
was
runway, and one of the pieces was a full bodysuit that looked like a hairy naked man, and it had a cock on it. It had nipples, like it was
balls, everything.
balls. It was
Dick and balls
You could
everywhere.
see it like in the bodysuit, and it was like wow. There-
Oh, but wait, but they had a belt. They had a belt on. Belt.
It was like imagine a fully nude bodysuit, hairy as fuck, and they're just wearing a little belt on the
Little belt, you
little
know,
belt.
thick and ball is still out.
Now I love high fashion, and I'll be the first one to defend when people
That's
are
not
like,
fashion.
"That looks disgusting." I'm like, "Okay, that looks disgusting to you because you're an idiot." But dick and balls. I don't know. I don't know if we could be behind some. You know, the worst part was it was hairy dick and balls.
Hairy,
Hairy.
very hairy.
Looked like a Greek man.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll get into that some other time. But yeah, yeah, yeah. That was bad, man. That was
That was
bad.
bad. I, Derrick has this very big aversion to nudity in fashion. He got really mad when Kanye was doing the stuff with Bianca Censori
Oh my God, that's
and
disgusting, bro.
the bodysuits that we were just talking about. You said you don't think that's art. That's just porn.
I'm not saying nudity cannot be used in art, right?
Obviously not.
Of course not. But he literally just like put her up on there. First of all, it's literally just public nudity.
It
Like
is.
she like
That's a
like like
crime.
she or they should be put on a list.
That's a crime.
Hello. Period. Period. I don't care. Period.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, I mean, I got some opinions about fashion and nudity within fashion and all types of stuff.
I don't. It was also the wet shirts that he dropped.
I didn't like those either.
I didn't like them because they were tight on purpose. They were supposed to like so you could see. And
Yeah.
he said I don't know if this is 100% true, but I remember he said something about like you're not supposed to wear a bra. And I'm like yeah, so your titties are just out. I don't know.
Clever. Genius.
I mean, a
They sold.
genius.
They sold.
They did sell. I know people
Yeah.
that have them.
Yeah. Whores. All right, that's strong. That's strong. That's strong. That's strong. That is so strong. Chill. I
I
didn't
didn't
mean
say
that
the people that I
halfway.
the people that I know that have it. I would not go as far to call them horse. That's what Derek said.
Nah, I'm
I'm
tripping.
divorced. Separate
Almost everything
separate the artist from the other artist. Okay.
nearly everything can be styled. No, you're not inherently a whore for buying that. No. But if you're wearing it with no bra and your tits are out. I'm just saying,
The
bro.
viewers at home. You got the shirt on. It's like a grown ass man with the shirt on. I'm a whore. Maybe, brother. Maybe.
I'm a whore?
Well, I don't know any guys that have it,
I don't know any guys that have it either, but
but
some do.
I knew of people like in high school, which is the most ridiculous part. High school
Ah, now you're seeing my fucking
minors.
problem,
I
right?
knew
Now
some.
you're seeing my
I
problem,
knew
right?
like I was 17, and
I did lose a lot of respect for Ye.
I knew fellow
With all that
17
going
year
on.
olds, our age group at the time in high school, who was like they had them wet shirts, and it was like you're a minor,
It's
you're a child, and you're
disgusting.
yeah, that was kind of ridiculous. I think if there is a place for nudity in fashion, there is no place for minors in nudity in
No,
fashion. That
no.
is ridiculous. Like that wet shirt should come with an age
By the way, hold
verification.
on, hold on, hold on.
What's up?
I just want to address something, by the way, because I kind of breezed past this because I
Yeah,
thought this would be understood, right? But what the fuck is fashion? Don't overthink it. What is it?
is your clothes? Oh, he's
It's just
talking.
clothes. So how the fuck is the absence of clothes?
Well, you're wearing clothes. The bodysuit was clothes. You're wearing an article.
No, but there's pieces that intentionally show, like ass, for example. Bro, unless you are quite literally a like you're a bikini runway show, why do I have dick and balls and ass in my face?
Look at bullshit.
Like, why do I have ass in my face? Male ass in my face, female ass in my face.
Like you don't want to see.
Why are there
You don't want to
titties in
see
my face?
Brody pull up in a fucking speedo, and it's like that's
Like,
yeah. But I think there's like if it has an artistic
no,
purpose behind
absolutely.
it, like
And
if there's meaning behind the nudity.
yeah, but there, see, that's where you find the problem, right? And it's like, bro, we're getting way deeper than I thought we would, at least for this episode. But it's like,
Yeah,
I'll give a real brief
I'm about
cap
to, at
here.
the beginning. I'm about to be like skip to this point. That's where it gets good.
All right, bro. It's
Nudity
like
in fashion.
I'll give a real brief view on this, but it's like a lot of the, for example, the Jean Paul Gaultier show, bro, because there was a woman's version as well. There was ladies' version, pretty sure.
Were they also wearing their own bodysuit? Or were
Yes.
they wearing like the men's bodysuit?
It wasn't the men's
There was a woman
bodysuit.
bodysuit like that had a
Yeah.
vagina and like it
No,
wasn't dick and ball
I
shun.
don't.
It was like a.
I don't think it had. I don't think it had like all the ladies' bits
It
out,
didn't have a
but
cooch.
I don't think so. I don't remember, but I know it was hairy and the person was naked. But I just don't
Hairy
think
woman.
everything was out. Pretty sure.
Uh,
But it's like, bro, you'll do that, and then like you'll have them two, the two naked ones go by, and then you'll just have someone else in like a mink.
I do think. No, I'm not going to speak for John Paul Gaultier. I'm not John or Paul or Gaultier. I'm not
I mean,
either
no,
of
no,
them.
no, but I mean,
I'm not going to
he
speak for
wasn't the
them.
person who I forget who it was. Sorry, that actually directed the shoot,
I'm
but
not going to speak for anyone. All I'm saying is I feel like that was to that was some attention seeking activity. They was just trying to get
that's the
eyes. They
problem,
was trying to get
bro.
eyes on the runway. So it's like, how do we get eyes? Dick and ball, Sean.
Yeah,
They was
bro,
everywhere.
you're not catching my eyes,
Yeah,
bro. I'm
but
not supporting none of that.
no, they did catch your eyes because you saw it on Instagram and you're like, oh my god, let me send this to Tomas and have a whole discussion about this on the podcast.
Yeah,
They got they
I'm bringing
got
it to the
pro,
forefront
they got
how
promotion,
disgusting it is.
but I don't think they care. I think it's good.
No, they don't. I mean, that's
I
fine.
I
That's
think it's more
fine.
of like a, any publicity is good publicity type situation
Yeah,
where
but I
they
mean,
just
if you
want
think about it,
eyes,
right? What does a business thrive off of?
people buying it.
People buying it. I'm
And
not
now
buying it.
some people might see that and be like, I want to be different, and they buy it.
Of course, of course.
But
I'm
and they
not
gotta,
saying it was a bad
yeah,
business move.
you just don't like
I'm
it.
saying that is not fashion. Period. Bro. Call me the fashion queen, bro. You can go ahead and wear that, bro. I'm liable to sock you in your shit, bro. Facts.
If you walk around like,
Yo, 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 son. Nah, cause right. If we're on a runway show, bro, and I get it, bro. A lot. For example, Kid Super. He could have certain things on his runway show that maybe wasn't intended to be wear out and about, right?
word
That's cool. That yeah, bro, I guess worn out and about, right? Facts, cool.
facts.
But it's like majority of the things are, right? But if you're walking around that again, yo, I'm liable to sock you, bro.
Well, especially imagine you're walking around like in 10 years, you got your wife, got your kids.
My kids are
Your
with me.
kid is staring at this grown ass
My
man,
kids are with
dick
me.
and balls. Like, no.
Yo, you're catching 14 12 to 6 elbows. Simple.
It's kind of like how this has nothing to do with art. It's kind of like how in Florida people are allowed to walk around shirtless.
Is that illegal in other states?
Bro, when I was in I don't know about America, but when I was in Japan, I didn't see a single fucking shirtless person.
I mean, that's also because of
Bro,
cultural norms, though.
I came back, and the first thing I saw was a dude with his nips out, and I'm like, bro, put your shit away, bro. I think
Joseph.
no, because like let me play this. You're in the beach, right? And
Okay.
you're going like the beach is across the street from a Popeyes. You're going to Popeyes to get some chicken. You don't gotta throw a shirt on, whatever. But my brother in Christ, I don't live anywhere near a beach, and I see you walking down my sidewalk shirtless. I'm just working out, bro. They have workout clothes,
Yeah, they do. Clothes.
clothes.
Clothes,
So if
clothing,
that isn't in
fashion.
general society, a lot of people frown upon nudity. Imagine art. Art, which is, as we said at the beginning, an elitist community. And you throwing around with dick and balls.
Bro,
Like,
like, what are we talking about,
what are we
bro?
talking
Millions of
about?
dollars,
But
bro.
they got a belt on.
But they got a belt on. And it wasn't even, hey, bro, it wasn't even a nice belt. I ain't even like it.
Nah, that was a nice belt.
Nah, mid. The diesel belt was better. Just saying. And it's literally just a D.
But it's a nice belt.
No, I'm saying, like, the diesel one is better.
I'm saying that these one's a nice belt.
Yeah, that was a nice
You
belt.
compare a nice belt to a nice belt, and like this one's nicer. I'm like, they're all nice. I just think,
I
the
don't like
dick
that
and
one.
balls wasn't nice. The belt was
It
nice.
wasn't nothing special, though.
No, it wasn't nothing special. It wasn't that
It was
crazy.
clean, but it wasn't nothing special.
You said it wasn't nice. So I was like, it's nice. It's just not, I agree it's not nothing special. But
You know, it was special.
what?
Dick and balls. Yeah, I guess,
You know,
bro.
the dick and balls is bad, but can I point out the fact that it was so hairy? Like the chest was just hairy as fuck. The legs was hairy as hell. The arm, like it was disturbingly hairy. Like I'm a hairy motherfucker, and hey, I'm a hairy motherfucker, and when I get naked, I'm not that hairy. Like that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. I was like, what, bro? Dick and balls out, hairy ass motherfucker. Dude, did you see the back? Did they have hairy ass?
No, I didn't see it. Thank God, right? Thank God, man.
Thank God.
Thank fucking God, man.
We'll be back after some short messages
After some very beautiful messages.
that have nothing to do with dick Or balls.
Or
Or hairy jumpsuits.
John Paul Gaultier. But shout out your colognes, they're phenomenal.
Shout out John Paul.
Just shout out
And
facts.
Gautier.
And Gaultier. Can't forget Gaultier.
Hey everyone, this is editor Tomas, and I just wanted to make this little segment to let y'all know I am gonna add this to the TikTok and Instagram too. If you're watching this on TikTok and Instagram, the YouTube channel where we post our full episodes will be in the bio of the account linked. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm gonna make sure to add the Instagram and TikTok in the description of the video, and it's already in the bio of the channel. So aside from that, thank you for your support. Me and Derrick have gotten a lot of support on this, even before the first episode came out, just off saying that we're going to do a podcast. A lot of people reached out, a lot of people messaged us, and I'm very appreciative of that. And all I can thank y'all with that is just being consistent, releasing episodes every Friday as promised, and trying to improve the quality as much as we can, you know. So thank you for your support. Check us out on all of our platforms, and yeah. All right, and we're back. Thank you for listening to that little segment that I cooked up. Love our viewers at home.
Oh yeah. The goats.
Love, yep,
The,
the
the
goats.
reason we're doing this.
The reason why we're here, and the
Personally.
reason why we can keep the lights on.
The light.
That the singular light.
The one
The
light.
singular. Bust the remote out real quick if you could reach it. We have a light that I bought specifically for this pod. Let's see. Let's see if we can play around with this. Oh, we're yellow now. And now we're in the sanatorium. We're in the asylum.
Gonna do a little yeah.
Look at all this, guys. Isn't this a beauty?
All from one light.
All from one. Holy shit.
It looks cool in here.
Oh, look at
but on camera. Oh.
the Invincible.
Are y'all seeing that?
I told that there was something special about that Invincible.
That looks dope.
All right, let's get back to your regular scheduled podcasting.
Schedule it.
All right, well, back into it. So we left off at nudity and art.
Yeah, man.
How do you feel about nudity in general when it comes to art, not just fashion?
I think it is. Ooh, this actually. I think you're gonna enjoy my answer here. I think I'm gonna get like locked in for this because I don't think you're gonna expect my answer.
Okay.
I think at least nowadays
Mhm.
it is one of the most underused things because in my opinion, I think it can produce some of the most beautiful concepts.
I
Like
think.
I
Okay.
love nudity in art in the sense of like the because everyone kind of perceives it and interprets it differently, right? So like for me specifically, right, nudity in art to me, right? Let's say I were to do something right that
Mhm.
was centered around that. To me, what that is me highlighting and putting the human body at the forefront, right? Which is like looking at the beauty of it and like the imperfections and all that, you know, the kind of like all the cliche like stuff about it. So I think it can absolutely make for some fantastic art. And I think if it was used more often nowadays.
I see where you're getting at with the human body type angle of nudity, but I also think let's go back to Oppenheimer, right?
Okay.
Oppenheimer uses nudity a lot.
Yes.
My favorite scene is actually the scene with Florence Pugh, not the first one, the second one, the one where he's on spoilers. Again.
Spoilers. Yes.
Halfway through, I was like, hold on, this is real spoilers.
Yeah.
The scene where he's getting confronted in the trial, and they're talking about when he had sex with the woman, and his wife is in the back, and it's like they're showing that he's like literally having sex with her in front of the people.
Yes.
Which he isn't. It's just metaphorical.
Yeah.
Right? But that wasn't to show the perfection or imperfection of the human body. That was to show the imperfections in Oppenheimer's character. Yeah. That was, for me at least, to show how vulnerable he really was in that scene. They were exposing his life, his personal, like, wrongdoings, and they're using it against him in this trial. Right? That's a really good use of nudity, in my opinion. Yeah. And it has nothing to do with the perfections or imperfections of the human body. Obviously, you have things like Roman sculptures, Greek sculptures that do show the perfection of the human body. It's down to the right muscles. Like, that's really interesting stuff. Mm-hmm. But I think in the modern day, when we use nudity, it's usually to show vulnerability.
I like that you brought that up because not only does it vulnerability is the whole point of that, but like it shows like the intimacy of all that, but also
Right.
like how ugly it is. It's like right because from a literal sense, he's literally just naked in front of a bunch of dudes
Yeah.
doing that. But then on top of that, it's like that's a
And
disgusting thing to do to your lover.
the lighting that they used in that scene specifically, it felt like, let me show the audience real quick. It felt like this shit. It felt like the sanatorium. It felt like white light. Like if you look at the scene, it was a very white, very like sterilized environment. Light.
Yeah,
It
sterile.
felt
That's a very
real
good way to put it.
disturbing. It wasn't like this, nice and warm.
Yeah,
I don't know if they could tell the difference.
I don't know.
I hope they can, but
I
it
think they can.
it felt so unsensual. Like it didn't feel hot at all. It wasn't like, oh, they're having sex.
No,
It was
yeah,
like ugh.
yeah. It's like
Like
this is happening right
the
now.
first scene, I've seen people be like, Florence Pugh is so hot in that first scene. I've never
No
seen
one
anyone.
ever talks
I've
about.
never seen
Yeah,
anyone be like, yeah, that second scene. No, that second scene is like disturbing.
yeah,
And I like what you said about it's a real disgusting thing to do to your partner. It really is, and that's the extra part about it. She's
yeah.
standing right
She's
behind him
right
while
there.
they're
That
talking
made me
about.
more uncomfortable than anything. His lady literally being right
Yeah, that's
there.
gut
Oh
wrenching, bro.
man,
That's gut
like,
wrenching.
but yeah, man. I absolutely think it's, and this is like my thing with it. It's like it's used a lot nowadays, right? Because
What, nudity?
yes, I said it was underused, not in the sense of like mass, right? Like just volume of use,
You think the
but like
quality of the use?
it's very poor in my opinion.
I think a lot of I'm about to catch some strays here. A really good example of like bad use of nudity for me is something like Euphoria,
Okay, I didn't actually watch.
where
I watched maybe an episode and a half.
I watched it a
Actually
long
watch it.
time ago, but I feel like every time they would just use sex scenes to further the plot in a way where it was like, you're furthering the plot, you're getting there, and it's a use of it,
Okay.
but they didn't have to show us as much as they showed us for forwarding the plot. They were just showing us as much as they were showing us for shock factor.
See, and that's something that
I
and
hate
this
I
is a
hate
tough.
nudity for shock
It's
factor.
a tough one to balance because that because okay, to be fair,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes the point of something is for it just to be brash, right? And sometimes for the point of whatever's
I
going
mean, the
on.
Oppenheimer scene was kind of supposed to be
I
shocking,
mean, yes, of
but
course, right?
it had a
But
deeper extra layer to it.
I was just about to say layers. See,
Yeah.
that's the key term that I'm trying to
Euphoria
get at here.
never did.
It's like sometimes it having no layers brings the layers, and then sometimes it just having the layers inherently makes it right valuable. You know what I mean? And it has something to talk about. Like we're here talking about the scene from Oppenheimer, and it's like that's exactly what I mean, and that's why I say it's a tough thing to balance there because you don't like it, but someone else may appreciate that, and it's
The
like
Euphoria ones?
yeah,
Oh no, yeah, 100%. I think that's my interpretation of it. I've seen
yeah,
other people talk about. I love how real this show is. They show because I don't have a problem with how they show the drug abuse. I think the drug
hmm
abuse is shown quite well as someone who's never done drugs, but any kinds of drugs. But I just feel like there's not as much as there could be with the way
okay,
they use sex
okay,
in
yeah.
not just nudity. I feel like we're specifically talking about sex, but the way they use sex in that show is not where it should be, in my opinion.
In your opinion, yeah.
I
Which
think
is, it happens. Like I'm sure when it comes to this topic, I have a lot like stronger, more what's the word?
a show. Just I just had this thought in my head. A show that's kind of in the same genre that does it way better when it comes to showing sex.
Hmm.
Sex Ed.
I haven't watched that one.
That one for me uses sex in a significantly better way because I don't want to demonize sex too much. I feel like we're using this is a great example, and
See, that's what I was saying. It's like I feel like I have a harsher, that's the word. Like I have a harsher view on it.
I feel like the example that we propped up as saying this is a great example is one that demonized it. And then the examples that we're using to say it's kind of bad are the ones where like they're showing it in a positive light. So I want to use something that did use sex in a more positive light that I liked more. I
Okay.
think the way Sex Ed does it is it's not ever really shock value because the characters are fucking every episode.
Okay.
So at some point you're just like, that's whatever, it's the show. But it's always used for us to understand the characters better.
Okay. That's
Because
dope.
a large part of the show is like they have this problem in sex. Like they have this problem with the way they fuck. Whether it's like I'm not gonna get into examples, it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy, but like the characters be like having problems, and they go to the main guy Otis to like help them out. Like he'll
Hmm.
tell them because his mom is a sex therapist, so he
Okay.
has the ball knowledge. So they'll come to him, and they'll be like, "Yo, why am I like doing this when I should be doing that?" And he's like, "I'm gonna help you out." And usually the thing with that they have the problem with in sex is a problem that they have in their personal lives. So it's a deeper
Okay.
understanding of the characters. Now, Sex Ed isn't like an amazing 10 out of 10 show, but it's a pretty good show, and I think it uses that as a really in a really good way. I think it has an understanding of what it's doing. It's not just doing it to shock you. Probably won't shock you after the first episode. Not gonna lie. It's kind of like The Boys, where The Boys always gets like thrown like, oh, you do stuff for shock value. You do stuff for shock value. Sometimes they do.
Yes.
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes people just throw that on them because of the penis scene, the one that uses inside the
Yeah.
dick. See
Um.
that one was just so egregious that people want to use that against every other scene of the show.
Yo.
What?
That
What?
was just a phenomenal word to use. Egregious. No, it was,
Yo, he
bro.
was eating the dick
He was.
and he killed him. And then he killed him.
The Boys is. It's interesting because The Boys. I almost stopped watching it like twice until I talked to my guy at work, and he was like, "Yo, you can't take it too seriously." You know what I mean?
You went to work. You asked your manager was like, how are you doing at your shift? You know all that. He's like, yeah, whatever. Fuck the shift. Have you seen the scene where he was in the dick? He was rubbing up on it like
No, it was.
that's what Walmart be talking about.
No, no, no. It was specifically because I was talking to my guy, Drew, man. Shout out Drew. And I was
Hopefully
telling
he's
him,
watching this.
I was telling him, and I was like, man, like, I really just can't like get pat because this was season one,
Yeah.
end of season one. Like,
Was it? It was the dick scene that like got you to almost stop watching.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no. I don't even remember, but I mean, really, it was the first couple episodes. I almost stopped after like the first couple episodes when they went into the spoilers, by the way, into the like the superhero club area.
Hero Gasm?
Yes. Yes. So I watched that and I was like, okay. And then after the scene with the deep and
What?
the rape, the deep,
Oh,
I was like,
you know in the
yo, I
oh shit,
can't,
I was
bro.
about to get hella autistic. Fuck it, I'll get autistic. You know in the comics, it's not the Deep that does that to her. It's A
It's
Train
yes,
because A
yes,
Train and the
yes.
Deep's characters are kind of swapped,
Swap, yeah, you told me.
and um, and he doesn't do it like, oh, you're gonna do it for me. He does like you're gonna do it for everyone. You're gonna give everyone head, or we're gonna.
It's bad, bro.
A Train is so like
I almost
evil.
stopped, man. So yeah, man. Then I talked to him, and he was like, "You can't really take like he just talked to me about it. He was like, man, you can't really take it too serious, blah blah. It's like it's supposed to be satirical and all that." And I was like, "Okay, man." So then I went and I finished it, and it's a great show. Don't get me wrong. There are some scenes that I hate. Extendo Dick, worst. I hate it. I
Love
hate that
sausage.
character. I hate that character.
Love sausage.
Yes. Yo, MM is my
Bro,
favorite
when he
character, and he got
grabbed
done
MM by
so
the neck
dirty.
with his schlong,
He got done so dirty. MM is my favorite character
do you
in
think
that
that's a
show, bro.
bad use of nudity or a good use of nudity? The boys overall.
That specifically, Love Sausage or the boys?
Fuck it, both. Love sausage and then the boys.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with Love Sausage. Love
Big
Sausage.
old dick.
um,
His shit got like a.
that shit with that character, bro. I swear to God, I can't with that character, bro. I swear to God, I
That
cannot
brother
with
got
that
so
character,
much
bro.
foreskin on him. He got 4, 5, and 6 skin, bro. It's like,
4, 5, and 6 kids,
yo,
yo.
bro, it's like
No, yeah, it's
ridiculous.
on there, bro. Yo, nah, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, Love Sausage, man. It's like now I laugh about it, right? But
At the moment, you were like, he's grabbing my boy.
yeah, no, I was tweaking.
Yeah,
I
I was
was
mad too.
tweaking for
When
sure,
he
yo.
busted through the window with, no, I didn't mean it like that. No, I didn't mean it like that. I meant
No,
when
but that's
he
what he did, though.
smashed through the
That's what he
window.
did. Yeah.
Dude, that's. I remember I asked you because, like, when we were first talking about the boys, I was like, the most disturbing part about Love Sausage is like the shit that he does with his dick makes my dick hurt. It's like he busted through a window And then broken glass, he like put that no, and he rubs it across the ground.
Oh
No,
yes,
like
no,
every time I see
it's an
that,
anaconda. I mean, well,
like people think about that and like it's a dick. It's so I'm not even thinking about it's a dick. I'm like, oh, he's a broken window.
no, I was definitely
No,
like, yo, that's a cock.
yo, okay. I feel like I didn't care as much because I knew it was coming from the comics.
Oh, I
But
didn't know then.
I was more like that actually looks kind of like a dick, and it's like rubbing up on glass, bro. That hurts my shit. Like that makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm like, ugh. It's like when you see someone get kicked in the nuts. It's like, oh,
Oh my God, they haven't shown his nuts.
what?
They haven't.
Why do you care? They're probably regular size.
No, no,
They can't be.
there's no way.
They can't be. You think this? Nah, bro.
Bowling balls.
Feel potato sack. Yo, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Move on.
Yo,
What was the point of love sausage?
the point.
Bad nudity, good nudity.
Listen, bro. Okay, I'm gonna keep it fair, right?
What's
Love
up?
Sausage, at least now, right? That I've finished The Boys, I watched Gen Z, right? Is it Gen Z? Gen V, Gen V.
Gen
Now
Z,
that I've watched, yeah, no, it was Gen V, it was Gen V.
Gen V. Yeah.
Now that I've watched everything,
Yeah.
to be fair, I'm kind of desensitized. I don't see like that's just like his character.
You don't think he's as bad anymore. You're not like, love sausage.
It's not necessarily
Take
that
the
I
bitch out.
think it's not necessarily that I don't think he's as bad, but like I've become accustomed to it, which isn't good, but whatever.
By the way, in the comics, his dick is not actually like that big.
You're micro analyzing
They call him no,
or
because
macro
it's like
analyzing, and it's pretty
ridiculously.
big.
You know why they call him love sausage?
Why?
Because he has like a big bulge in his pants, like it's like down his leg, like up to here. It's not like he uses it as a snake to grab people.
That's what he was doing though.
That's not what he does in the comics. In the comics, he's just like an old Soviet guy
He's swinging a chode
who
around.
has no like he wears his like superhero outfit and
Okay.
he just a big print like right here, like down his leg, like a big print. He never uses it. You never see it. You just see it's just a print on
So they
his
just had to torture us for the show.
like his leg is like right here, and you can see like the imprint of a dick like down here. That's it. They added okay, but you should be glad not to get too far off topic of nudity and you should be very glad they're not adapting the comics. The boys' comics are fucking terrible.
Like writing bad.
Like writing bad.
Oh, okay, okay,
Like
okay.
it's a bad run of comics. It's nowhere near as good as the show. The show clears the comics
Okay, well, that's
any day
good.
of the week.
That's good.
Like the comics, it's literally just made by a guy who hates superheroes, so he just wants to shit on superheroes. It's not like the extra depth to it that
Oh,
like
okay.
it's just crude to be crude.
Okay,
Back
I
on
see.
topic. Also,
But yeah,
silence your phone, brother. I looked down. I
it
looked
is
down on
silence.
camera, and he went because his phone just went off. Y'all probably did not hear it.
Nah, I mean it's on vibrate.
It went. Bah, bah.
You're like, my fault. Yeah, love sausage. He's a tough one. I can't. I wouldn't go either. No, I'm saying like I
He's
really
a
wouldn't.
top one.
I don't know if I would go either way on this one. It's like I could sit here and say he's a
Why
bad use
are
of
we even
nudity.
talking about love sausage as use of
Nudity.
nudity? Well, overall, the boys. Do you think it's good use or bad use of nudity?
I think majority of the time it's a fair use of nudity.
You think majority of times?
Majority of the time it's fair.
Did you watch the newest season?
Yes.
Okay, I was making. No, it's Nurbin who didn't watch the newest season.
No, yeah, I finished the
Shout
boys.
out Nurbin.
Yeah, shout out Nerby. No, but the boys is
But
really really good. It's really good.
I think for me, I don't like how they've been using Huey this season with the whole like he got raped and we're just gonna play it up like it was his fault.
Yeah.
That I did not like that. Like he actually got raped.
Yeah.
He was having sex with Starlight, who wasn't Star. He did not.
Yeah.
That wasn't who. Like he was getting tricked. That's rape. And they were treating it like, oh, it's his fault. He cheated on.
I mean,
He did not cheat on Starlight. He was
that's what it is,
being
bro.
assaulted. I think this. It's about to get crazy. This writing this season was weaker.
I've heard that.
I
I've
think it was
heard
weaker.
that. I'm honestly, I didn't even think about that much. I'm really just excited for next season.
I'm excited for next season. I'm excited. Spoilers. Oh, also spoilers. Nurbin, if you're watching this, skip. So, no, I'm saying him specifically because me and him were having an argument, and he was like, I was like, Soldier Boy is gonna come back at some point. He's like, no, Soldier Boy's never coming back. Why would they ever bring him back? I'm like, he hadn't
Um.
seen the newest. I was like, let me just.
Oh, he didn't see him in the.
You didn't see the newest season.
Oh,
The
okay,
newest
okay,
season, the
okay.
one where you see him like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like, they're gonna bring him back. It's just good writing. And he's like, no, they would never bring him back. They have no reason to ever bring him back. And I'm like, I know things, and you don't know things, so I don't want to tell you. But yeah, Soldier Boy coming back. I think gets me excited for next season because I love Jensen Ackles as an actor. Love me some Jensen Ackles. You know Jensen Ackles? He plays Soldier Boy.
I mean, yeah.
Love me some Jensen Ackles. He plays Dean in Supernatural. Shout out Leather Jackets. Um, he is my pick for a Batman fan cast if they're ever going to recast Batman, which they shouldn't. Robert Pattinson's amazing. If they ever want to recast Batman, Jensen Ackles is my pick. He's such a good actor. So I'm very excited to see Soldier Boy in the newest season coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal.
But back to how do you think the boys use Nudity overall?
I think it's fair use most time. Now, I mean, to be fair to the boys, it is like a lot
Comedy.
of huh?
It is a comedy show.
Yeah, and shock value is a big part of it, and really like not even only shock value, right? But just going like really pushing the limits.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
they had like a famous like they introduced a famous Nazi superhero and then just killed her.
Yeah, and you could still feel her effects because Vought is built on by the Nazis. The Nazis made Vought,
So so
so
yeah, I mean I don't know. The boys is tough for me to criticize on that level. You know what I mean? But I mean as far as nudity goes, generally, I feel like I'll put it this way: there was never really a time where aside from the beginning, right, when I really didn't understand the show very well, with even even with Love Sausage.
where you've been like mad at it, like I don't like
Yeah,
this
like
shit.
after like I started watching the show, with the viewpoint that I should have started it with, I was never really bothered by the nudity. It was like this is just a part of their world.
So you think it's good? You think they use it well?
I think it's a fair use of
Okay,
nudity. Yeah,
I can
yeah.
respect that. I've
They,
seen.
they built the world in that way, and so none
Uh,
of these things. And also, like for example, that happened in the Huey, and then the I blank on his name, but the real smart dude with the little BDSM chamber in the bottom.
Tech Night.
Is Tech Knight like his whole thing is like obviously you're like whoa, but I'm not like it's like whoa, okay, now let's lock in, right, to see what's about to happen because this wasn't like
The
this
Tech Night
world is,
party.
yeah,
Like, bro, they really like
it's like this
Diddy.
is the boys,
Diddy had
man.
just happened. Like the Diddy stuff had just happened, and they said, "Let's get Diddy in this bitch. Let's get Batman Diddy. You
Real
going to
life
the Tech
Diddy.
Night party? That Nick and Bosh." The Tech Night was ridiculous. Like that, I keep saying ridiculous.
I mean, but hey,
We've been
it
talking
is
about some
ridiculous.
ridiculous ass topics,
No, man, facts.
but I feel like Tech Night was not a terrible use of nudity. I think it was a better use of racism because they used it in a way where it was like it was funny, but it really got us to not like Tech Night.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you really don't like Tech Night,
yeah, nah,
and you can just be like the Diddy stuff is kind of like he's just a weirdo. He likes weird shit. You know what I mean? If he wants someone to fart on a cake, like he can go ahead and do that, bro.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not like he
yeah,
can do what he wants. But the real like reason why we don't fuck with him, the real deal shit, because he didn't know he was doing nothing to Huey at first. He thought he was just with his boy who like also was in that stuff.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't that
yeah,
that was bad specifically. It was the racism. His
yeah.
brother's a racist, and
But they did it well.
I did
That's
it
what's
well.
funny.
It was funny when he was like, they're like, no, no, they didn't do this. That was funny. That was funny, and it got you not to like him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, but nah, man.
Nah, man. But
Tech
yeah,
Night, jeez.
Tay Knight's a goof,
I think the
man. But
worst use of nudity for me was Herogasm.
you're
You know who does nudity better?
hmm,
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
You ever seen Peacemaker?
No,
We will not discuss Peacemaker then.
I've heard about that one
Great show.
though. I've heard about that
I
one.
think out of the most recent like hero shows that I've seen, I think Peacemaker is better than The Boys, and I think
Oh man,
Invincible's better than The
Invincible's
Boys.
phenomenal. I can't wait
Invincible's
till the day we
phenomenal.
get into Invincible, man. It's gonna be a great
The
day.
animation is like, but I respect the fact that they're willing to drop the quality a little bit, so release it on a real schedule. Because people, you can't complain about, oh, 4 years between the season, and then when they don't do that, oh, but the animation. You gotta pick a lane,
Yeah,
bro.
lock in,
You
bro.
either are mad because they're taking too long, or because you can't expect great animation in a short turnaround.
Yeah. Unless they're literally slaving,
For me,
like One Piece.
like anime studios,
Yeah.
but allegedly, for
I
me
mean, come on, bro, dude. The One Piece episodes are.
for me personally, I would prefer them
Shout
to
out One
take.
Piece.
This is the unpopular take of the day.
Okay.
I would prefer them to take like 5 years between the season, and it's just amazing every time it drops. Than like we're dropping every few months, and it's like terrible.
Oh well, terrible is different. I think it depends,
I think
right?
the
Because
animation this season was debatably terrible. It had its
oh,
moments, except for the last episode.
I mean, maybe my I guess standards, maybe even like I don't know. Invincible to me always looks fun. It always
Sea
looks good. I
salt,
like it.
sea salt, sea salt, sea salt.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Sea salt knows.
I think I don't know if I caught that actually.
Sea salt. I need you, sea salt. Sea salt.
But I don't know. I think it looked good, man. I liked it.
I
Then
think
when they pulled up just to see Eve's
it
cheeks,
looked all right.
we need to address that.
Nudity in art.
We need to address that.
Cecil is a goddamn
A freak.
a freak.
He's a freak.
He's a freak. He said, "I'm not gonna help at all." But the second that Adam Eve gets butt booty naked, I'll fucking be there.
I'm
And I'm
there.
not just there. I'm there with the whole Guardians of the Globe, the backup roster for the Guardians of the Globe, like everyone,
They got everybody off the
everybody.
bench to peep them cheeks, bro.
They said you're in the hospital because the Invincible variants. Adam Eve cheeks, get off the bed. They
Come
got
on, bro.
bro. They brought Omni Man back from nah. Alan was there. Thrag was there.
Thrag.
You don't know about Thrag.
Thrag was trying to tap.
The only thing you know about Thrag is that his hairline's
Dude,
up.
his hairline's so
Lined up.
crispy.
I love Thrag. Thrag is such a great villain. I can't wait for you to experience that.
He's a cool guy.
I've read the comics. I really hope they don't adapt certain parts of it.
You should pitch in, bro. Pitch in.
There's one small part of it that I don't want them to adapt because I hate it.
Okay.
It's a storyline involving Mark leaves and then comes back and then finds something out that I don't like at all. They should get rid of that. I did nothing for the plot. But
I regret to inform you, by the
what's
way,
it?
I've been spoiled on some things.
What am I talking about?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying I've just been spoiled on things.
I hate
Unfortunately.
that. I'm thinking about that scene and I'm seething. I hate that scene so much. In the book, in the comics. I'm like, oh, so just get
No,
rid of
yeah,
that really quick.
I don't know nothing
No
about
need.
that.
No need.
I don't know nothing about that.
Dead ass, no need. Get rid of it.
But yeah, man. Invincible's great, man. But yeah, man. Nudity, man. Yeah. I think nudity can be done well. Absolutely.
I think nudity can be no.
Absolutely. I just think there is so many instances, at least at the very least today,
Of it
where
being
it's
done bad.
done horribly. Simply put, horribly. Really, I can't put it any other way.
All right. Do you? I don't got much more to add about nudity. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, bro.
We talked a lot.
I think I think we covered it well.
Huh?
I think we covered it well. And see, it's always an interesting conversation because
Because everyone's gonna have their opinion.
everyone's gonna have their opinion.
I feel like there's no one who is like, I love just all kinds of. Everyone has at least one line where they draw with.
Yeah, there's always a caveat.
And if
to
you don't, you're a
something.
bad person because like, at bare minimum, you've got to draw the line at like, no nudity for kids.
Yeah,
Bare minimum. Bare minimum.
Yeah,
And that's the minimum line. And then there's people who are like, all forms of nudity are bad always.
you're wrong.
I don't think that's their beliefs.
I mean, like in art.
I mean, in general, like there's some people who are like, because of my religion, I don't want any kind of nudity. I don't want to see
Oh well, of
anything
course,
ever.
of course.
I'm like,
Yes.
so people, when it comes to nudity in general, people draw such like personal, specific lines where like I can do this, I can't do this.
By the way, religion is going to be such a fun topic to cover.
Because I think religion. Next segment, religion and art.
No, not yet.
Well, that's
Not
it.
yet. We're
All
going
I'm
to leave
saying,
that for one of them deep
religion
cuts, like
and art,
good.
religion and art go hand in hand.
So much, but
Like-
there's so many avenues we could take
like
with
art-
it, though.
Art comes from religion, to a certain degree.
What do you mean?
A lot of some of the most famous paintings are just straight up religious paintings.
Oh well, yeah, of course. But I mean, that's just because of how big religion is
And there's also
in the
like
world.
religion was against art in like the Renaissance time, and then religion was also very pro art before. It's such like a. We
We're gonna
gotta
get
save
into
that.
it.
We gotta
Yeah,
save that.
No. That's gonna be. I'm sure we're gonna do plenty because there's just so much.
I'm gonna bring on the Pope,
There's just so much.
rub his head.
Have him play some Kanye.
Dude, he's from Chicago.
That's what I'm saying.
He knows about Kanye.
He knows, yay.
He bumps Ye
He knows
at the
Chief
Vatican.
Sosa.
You think at the Vatican?
Oh yeah.
At the Vatican?
Oh yeah.
The other cardinals are like, "Gay? I don't speak English. I speak Italian." I think gay is also Italian, not just Spanish.
Really? You know, Italian was the. This is off topic, but just like it was always the that and French. I wanted to learn those languages.
Italian is such a light language if you know Spanish.
Yeah. See, I've heard that so
Inshallah,
much.
like I've heard Italian speak, and I'm like, I just heard you say like that's dead ass instead of saying
No,
in
literally,
Spanish.
dead ass.
Sometimes you look at German and you're like, that's just English, but you just added extra like letters. Have you seen the one where the dude's balding and he's like, "Is it over for me?" or something like that? Have you seen that? Yeah, bro. Like that's just you just said something in English and added extra like syllables.
Hey, bro, it's what it is, bro.
Just learn your words, but
But yeah,
no
no,
hate towards the German people.
nah, yeah. But nudity,
They out
man.
there. They out there. They're doing their thing.
What were we talking about?
We're wrapping up nudity
Oh,
now.
yes, 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 yes. The very last thing that I want to say about nudity, and this pertains to fashion, right?
Mm.
This pertains to fashion because I feel like, again, I feel like this is so overlooked. I mentioned this earlier, and I want to leave y'all with this. What is fashion?
Drop in the comments.
What is fashion?
That's how about this? That's
And
how
that
we'll
should give you
know.
a lot of the answers to the reasoning why I vastly dislike how people use nudity in fashion.
That's how we'll know if you made it this far.
That's how we'll know.
Let us know what you think fashion
What is fashion to
is.
you?
250 words minimum. You need to reply to at least two people.
Neither rely. I gotta do. I
I
gotta
did
do
it
4 of those tomorrow.
last assignment. I did not reply to two people.
Nah, I've replied to 2 people every single time.
Oh, sometimes.
My marketing classes.
Real deal.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I have
Oh
online
yeah.
classes, so. But uh, yeah. Any other topics you want to discuss?
Um, Shoot, man. We can go. Okay, okay. Let's say about other way. This is the first episode. What do you think? What do you think they would like to know?
I mean, I feel like we already got into topics that really first episode topics.
I mean, of
The
course.
way I see it is, fuck first episode, bro. This is a episode.
This is an episode. This is. See, I like that you brought that
At the
up.
beginning, I think we had first episode ideas, and we kind of struggled with that
Yeah.
because it wasn't what we wanted to talk about. And then we actually started talking about topics that we wanted to talk about.
This might be a bit of a general one, but this is just going off of what you're saying right here. Is like kind of like the fuck first episode topics deal, and I really love that you said specifically we're just talking about what we want to talk about,
Yeah,
and it's like just kind of to give more context, really, like on what this is gonna be going forward, I guess, or not even I guess, but exactly what is gonna be going forward. Yo, like we really are doing exactly that. We're talking about exactly what we want to talk
yeah.
about. There's no outside factors that are pushing us to do this or that.
Well,
And
except for the fact that we are going to talk about art, but
exactly.
we chose art. We want to talk about art.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I do think it's kind of weird that we say we're going to talk about arts because we do need to find a better way to explain that. Because I've told some people they're like, "Oh, should we talk about paintings?" No, there's
Yeah,
other art
fair.
forms.
Yeah. But I mean, art generally, when you say art, people do think of Van Gogh.
Which we might talk about. I love Van Gogh. Van
We're
Gogh's
gonna
my
talk
favorite.
about Van Gogh
Van Gogh's
eventually.
my favorite painter.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about him eventually, for sure.
For sure, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? But yeah, it's like I really like that you brought that up because again, I don't know if I've harped on this a lot, but it's like genuinely because this is also just another way for us or a way for us to like not only talk about what we love, but like I was saying earlier, just push it out. You know what I mean? Because like there's a bunch of I mean we determine them radio shows mostly, but
What do you
podcast
mean?
radio shows, whatever you want to say, like how we were talking about like the Breakfast Club
The
and all that
Breakfast
stuff.
Club. They talk about rap.
They talk about rap, but things like the Joe Budden podcast and all that stuff. It's like they also cover
They
other
don't.
things
They
sometimes.
don't just talk about rap. They talk
Yes.
about the culture,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
which is so like that's so different from I talk about rap. I talk about the culture. You look at someone like Luesta, Luesta YouTuber.
No, I'm not familiar.
Luesta talks about rap. No, he talks about the culture because
Okay.
he'll be like he's a rap content creator, but he usually isn't talking about the music. He's more talking about some. This is Kendrick's life story, or this is the Kendrick and Drake beef fully explained. This is why people think Ice Spice is an industry plan. Talk about that kind of stuff.
Okay,
Like when
okay,
something
okay.
is trending, he'll talk about the topic. He'll talk about the artist. He'll talk about the artist's life. He won't really talk about this song. Let's talk about the song. But people still call him a rap YouTuber.
Okay.
I think it's very specific when you call someone a rap YouTuber versus a culture
Yeah,
YouTuber.
because then you go into like more journalist
Like
type. What?
Anthony Fantano is more of a rap YouTuber than these guys.
Yeah, I mean
Because
he's looking at the music.
and again, I don't want to because a lot of people would hate to hear that because Anthony Fantano is a very divisive figure. I'm not throwing support or negativity towards Anthony Fantano. I'm
You
just speaking a matter of fact.
What do
Some people would get really mad if you said Anthony Fantano is more of a rap YouTuber
you mean?
than other people who are more respected in the culture. I'm only saying that because Anthony Fantano specifically talks about the music instead of the stuff around the music.
Okay,
And,
okay,
and I'm
okay.
also not saying that he makes better content than these other people. I actually like Luista's videos more. I love some Luista videos.
I mean, I tap in with all of them. So, see, the thing about Anthony Fantano, he's great. And he does. I mean, he does cover like a ton of stuff past rap,
You
but
think he's great?
I mean, he goes in and he talks
I'm
about
not saying he's not great. I'm just that's controversial. Right?
how so.
Some people really hate Anthony
But is it
Fantano.
because of they hate him or because they hate his takes?
They think I don't think this personally. I've heard a lot of people say that he doesn't represent the culture well and he shits on rap music a lot more than he should. Like he doesn't usually subscribe to what the culture subscribes to.
Okay,
So people within it hate him for it. Like you just don't understand because you're not part of it. You just don't understand because you're not part of it. You
okay.
should stick to rock. You should stick to
See, that's something that I'm not, and
I
this
don't have a
goes
take with this. I don't know the culture as well as you do, so I don't have as much of a take. This is more you.
it goes two ways because I mean I can look at this from I can look at this from plenty of ways, but as far as like hip hop, and this goes for anything, right? Because
Anything.
I think about this with fashion as well. For example, there's people out there that say like, "Yo, if you wear something polyester, you're just not a fan of fashion because that's just not good." You know what I
Do
mean?
you not think that?
No, because yo, like, how am I gonna go tell the mother of three? You know what I mean? Or even Jeff Bezos if he wants to go get a shirt from Walmart for $10? What am I gonna say to you? You know what I mean?
You're not a fan?
No,
No?
no. I'm saying like I can't say nothing bad about you.
I
You know
feel
what I
like
mean?
there's a the mother of three getting polyester clothes and people being like, "Oh, you're not a fan of it." Maybe she just isn't a fan of fashion, and
Maybe
that's why
she
she
isn't,
in
but
it.
maybe she can't
Maybe
afford the stuff.
maybe she can't. Okay, I see where you're coming
You
from
know what
now.
I mean?
Okay,
But then again, it goes both ways, right? Because
because
then
if Jeff Bezos wanted to,
he could.
so he's just not a fan.
He's not a fan,
You see what
exactly.
he wears?
Yeah.
Just like a bum.
And so it's like it goes both ways. Now, in this
Mm.
particular case, right? Like I was saying, it goes with anything. There's always gonna be the real hip hop this, real hip hop that, the real streetwear this, real streetwear that, right? That just depends on how deep in it you are and just your opinions, bro. Like it's when has it ever not been cool to have an opinion? You know what I mean? Or not been okay to have an opinion. And so how I see it, right, is like, for example, you
Sometimes you
think
see that though,
what do you mean?
where people are like, it's not cool to have an opinion. It's more like your opinion doesn't matter because you just don't know.
See,
That's what you get
but
a
if I
lot
sit
of.
here, but if I sit up here and then I tell you, Illmatic is objectively a phenomenal album, but for example, I'm taking Let God Sort 'Em Out. Are you as a hip hop old head, which this might happen, right? I mean, well, Let God Sort 'Em Out is
As
like,
a hip hop, me, the hip hop old head.
but I'm saying like, okay, Let God Sort 'Em Out isn't
Yeah.
like as good of an example because that album's a heavy hitter, but like Illmatic is gospel in hip hop.
Yeah, I can see that.
Illmatic is
People,
gospel.
it's like people who are within the community are like, yeah, this is the greatest album of all time.
This
And
is the
people who
greatest album of
aren't
all
within the
time.
community also say this is the greatest hip hop album of all time.
Yeah.
Like it's not my favorite.
But if it's like,
Is it your
bro,
favorite?
no,
But can you acknowledge probably one of the greatest?
absolutely,
Same.
absolutely. But if I go out and say, yo, this is my list, and I have fucking Pinata by Freddie over it, if I have Alfredo by Freddie over it, if I have a Drake album over it in
Oh,
my
you're getting
top whatever,
crucified.
fuck you,
You're getting crucified.
fuck you.
Fuck me?
No. But if you, yo, in my list, if I have Nothing Was the Same Deluxe over Illmatic as my top 10, if Illmatic doesn't crack my top 10, right? Now, I think times are changing a little bit, right? The old head might be like, yo, you tripping, young bull. But at the same time, he might be like, you know what? He might really understand what art is and be like, yo, is it? Because am I going to say that Illmatic is worse than this album? No.
I think the old heads
No.
catch a lot of flack nowadays for these
Yeah.
kind of. I feel like we're getting to a point where the old heads used to really run shit,
Yeah.
and it was their word, and that's gospel. I feel like nowadays, sometimes you hear them open their mouths and they immediately get clowned.
So yeah,
like immediately,
unfortunately,
which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing in the sense that it stops them from being gatekeepers, which gatekeeping is bad.
yeah.
But it also lets a lot of people, a lot of these old heads who are basically rap historians, be discredited. Like these people know what they're talking
They know
about.
what they're talking
They
about.
they've been in the game. They've been listening to this shit. They've been in the culture for 30 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say like
Now,
most people that like look at these people like me, you know what I mean,
like
or of our age.
I've heard people be like Joe Budden. He just says stuff because he's just old and bitter, and he just didn't succeed within his own career. So now,
Nah,
it's like
he was a good artist.
yeah, but like you don't want to sit here and discredit him. It's like sometimes yeah, the stuff he has said sometimes have been kind of bad. Like you shouldn't be gatekeeping. You shouldn't be telling people, hey, your takes don't matter because you're not.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
to be fair, he's also been around this game for 30 something years. So you gotta respect what he does.
But at the same time, that's not most old heads. Don't get me wrong. There was a point in time where they were
It's the
on
loud
that.
minority.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It was a point in time where they were on that type of timing, but it's like, yo, Budden, and I watched the Joe Budden podcast, bro. He goes in, and if he says he don't like For All the Dogs by Drake, and he says it's the worst album of all time, I'm not gonna click off the video. You know
Well,
what
a
I
lot.
mean?
I
I'm not
feel
gonna
like a
click off
lot
the
of.
video.
I think the younger rap fans are the exact same as the older rap fans, and we just don't see it because we're part of the younger community.
Yeah,
We're the old
yeah.
heads of our time, if that makes sense. Like the way the old heads discredited us when they were up is the way that we're starting to discredit them as we're getting up. And
I
and
mean,
when we get fully up, when it's our generation running shit in that community, they're gonna discredit the younger people.
but I think that's the problem. Bringing it back to this podcast, I think a big problem of that is because our generation is so focused on, yo, Yeet said this and Travis said this and they said that. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for a good rap beef. I love it. It pushes the sport.
It
Yeah,
shouldn't eclipse the music though.
no, it shouldn't. And it's like I think that's why because yo, there's no like hip hop fan that's gonna go back. Let me not say no, right? But majority of hip hop fans that really are ingrained in the culture and they really do appreciate it and they really do love the music, they're gonna go and listen to,
Illmatic.
Wu Tang and
Wu Tang,
Illmatic, and
yeah.
they're gonna listen to that and be like, "Yo, like this is hot, bro. Like this is good music." You know what I mean? So it's like I think
Yeah.
it's a really loud like group of people, but I think the majority of them is just tripping or they don't know their shit,
I
bro. They're
also think
they don't know what really is going on. They don't know the reality, and that's why I also appreciate nowadays that just like people, for example, like me, that I can go back and I love some of these older albums, and I have some of them that I'll admit I haven't listened to. Liquid Swords. I gotta listen to all of them, but I'm gonna listen to all of them because I love it. You know what I mean?
I think
And just like we're doing that right now,
mhm.
you know what I mean? The old heads are also doing their due
Sure.
diligence. You
But
know what I
I
mean?
also
They're doing
think
it.
it's not that they're a loud minority. I feel like we keep saying it's a loud minority that like keeps saying all these negative things about the newer rap albums, and the loud minority in our generation is saying that the older. I feel like it's the majority of people that
No, I
hate.
think for the old heads, at
It's the
least now
majority.
it's dying down. Nah,
I think for both it's the majority. I
nah. I
think
think for our age
if
group, it's a
if we
lot of
meet
people hating
most
on all
people
that.
our age hate in general when it comes to like anything.
That's true.
Like they hate the artists that are coming out now. Like you never hear no one being like, I don't like Cardi, I don't like Ye, I don't like Kendrick, I don't like Drake. It's always I hate Ye, I
Yeah,
hate Cardi, I hate Drake, I hate Kendrick. And it's like hate is a real strong word for an artist that you don't actually mind that much. You're just saying you hate them because you say
yeah.
you hate
You
them.
just saying it because you're saying it.
Like most Drake fans would focus on Kendrick music. And they just
Absolutely,
hate him because they hate him for no. Same thing applies. Most Kendrick fans hate Drake, and they would focus on Drake music if they really put that on.
but they don't. You
Like
know what I
I
mean? They don't.
understand people who are like, you hate an artist, and you actually hate them, right? Like
Oh
like
no.
there's
But
certain artists that I don't listen. I don't listen to J Cole. I don't dislike or hate J Cole. I would never say that.
yes, okay.
Never ever in my lifetime. There's certain athletes that I don't like. Right? I don't like Ronaldo that much. I don't like the way he conducts himself. But I respect what he does for football, and I think he's one of the best of all time.
Hmm.
I fucking hate Benzema. I hated the way he played. I hated the team he played for, and I hated the fact that he married a child. I don't like him for personal reasons. He's a pedophile, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And I understand that. If someone tells me I don't like an artist because I don't like their music, and because they're a deadbeat father, because they beat their woman, because they, you know what I mean? Someone says I don't like Diddy because he's a sex trafficker. I can respect that. Now you're gonna come out here and tell me I don't like Diddy because I think his music's bad. You hate a guy because their music is bad. You hate a guy because they make bad.
And the
Now,
majority of times it's not even true.
now if we get down to it, right? I hate this guy because he did an adaptation of something that I love and he ruined it. This guy sampled a song that I love and he terrible song. And it's even more popular than the song I love.
I wouldn't even say terrible. I would just say like what they're pushing with the song. It's like for example Kanye. There's this sample that Ye used, and I'm pretty sure is it high off of Pinata? I'm pretty sure it's the same. It's the same sample. It
Yeah.
might not be high, but I'm pretty sure
Okay.
it's high off Pinata. I love that song.
You don't like Kanye's rendition of it?
I'm not saying necessarily the beat was dope. How he flipped it was dope. But I'm saying like let's say Ye got on there talking about Nazis and this and that. It's like
Oh,
if someone started, which I think he might have said Nazi. I'm not sure what he said in that one,
would you be
but
mad at that? You'd be like, you
I mean he
ruined
did
my.
it.
He did it? The same beat. Which
He
song
it
was it?
wasn't the same beat. He flipped the same sample.
Which song was it?
I forget what it was called. I genuinely I forgot. It's like that was just a moment, bro.
Was it
Was it World War Three?
was it what was it?
I don't know. I'd have to play it, bro.
Was it HH?
I don't think so.
Was it
I
cause
think it was World
it,
War Three.
uh,
But I think it was World War Three and high, and he flipped the same sample, and it's like if he went on there and started talking about this, that, and the third, and it's like now this sample is getting, it's sitting with this message. It's like okay, I understand why you would then
the beat
dislike that,
drop on
right?
World War III? Ridiculous. That's so bad.
I'm pretty sure it is World War Three, if I'm not
Imagine you love
mistaken.
a song and this dude out here talking about some like craziness, bro. Some
Hey,
craziness.
bro.
The beat drop is him calling himself the hard R. And that is
Okay, okay, okay. It was World War Three then.
that is ridiculous. That is
It is
like
World War Three.
that's ridiculous. You talk about
Yeah.
some Hitler like
Yes, yes, it is World War Three. So it's like if let's say I would have known the sample, and I would have grown up listening to the sample, for example,
you would have
right?
been mad.
I would have been upset.
I understand that. That's what I'm saying. I'm vouching for those people. I understand if you don't like an artist because they're ruining something you love.
Yeah.
Now you telling me I don't like Uzi because I don't like the way he sounds.
Mumbles.
He mumbles. He
Like,
mumbles
bro.
too much. Like, bro, first of all, I love Uzi.
Facts.
Second of all,
You can turn it off.
whatever, bro. Listen to someone else.
Turn it off, bro.
Listen to
Simple.
someone else.
I don't
Listen.
like Cardi, bro. Whole Lot of Red was buns. Turn it off. I love Whole Lot of Red.
I love Whole Lot
By
Red.
the way, Whole Lot of Red.
Best Cardi album? No,
Music was really good.
I think music was good. I think you
I'll say,
and
I'll say
me.
it was good,
By
not
the
really
way,
good.
the only two motherfuckers that think music was good. Every time I talk to anyone about music, nah, music was
Music
terrible.
was buns.
Music was
I,
bad.
I, I,
Music
think,
was,
I thought the
bro.
music was okay.
If an album has at least 10 good songs,
I mean, it was a fat track list.
30 songs on
It
the
was a
album.
fat track list.
30 songs.
But I got a couple
30
off there.
songs.
Yeah.
And I got a few on the playlist.
But yeah.
Like,
Whole Lot of Red was good.
I think Dial It still might be the best Cardi album.
Dial It.
Dial It.
Dial It was good.
Dial It was great.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Now, every time I ask people this, I was like, oh, self-titled. Self-titled is the best. Self-titled over Whole Lot of Red and Dial It?
I understand if it's like nostalgic.
I don't understand. Like, okay, I'm not someone who loves throwing nostalgia in with art.
Okay.
I really try my hardest to separate, like, I have feelings for this song, I have feelings for this movie, I have feelings for this TV show, and how good actually is it, and how much am I actually enjoying it for what it is.
Okay.
Like,
Understandable.
the only show that I'm hella biased towards nostalgia-wise is BoJack. We're gonna have a whole segment about BoJack one of these days. I'm gonna convince this dude to watch it, and then we're gonna be a whole episode dedicated to it.
Talk about episodes that we're gonna have about shows, man.
Dude, BoJack is so deep. You need to
Adventure
watch it.
Time.
Watch BoJack Horseman,
And watch
and we're
Adventure
gonna
Time.
talk about Adventure Time. Not today though. Not today.
My favorite show of all time, by the way. I guess I'll just throw that out there.
My favorite. No.
No, I'm saying it's mine.
I was trying to think about like how can I phrase it to match that. I can't phrase it like. I love Adventure Time. It's not my favorite animated show. BoJack is my favorite animated show.
Really?
It's not. BoJack is like my third favorite show of all time.
Interesting.
It's not my favorite, and it's not my favorite animated show I watched growing up.
Is
Regular show
I
is
was
my
about to say,
favorite
is regular
animated
show
show.
sitting at your number 2 animated?
Shows ever?
Yeah.
think it's BoJack clears, like destroys.
Okay.
Solos the verse. Then Gravity Falls in regular show.
Okay, Gravity Falls is
Gravity
that's a
Falls in
heavy hitter
regular
though.
show. No
That's
anime,
a
just animated.
strong pick.
You know, I have a pick for you that you're not gonna know. King of the Hill.
I didn't watch it much.
Dude, that shit was so like the commentary. It was funny. The way the characters. It was funny in a way that like a kid wouldn't understand. You know what I mean? You put that on as a jit and you're like, this is boring. This is nothing's happening. And then you watch as an adult and you're like,
This is
this is so good. This is so good. Like there's scenes where they don't talk that much. I'm telling you. Back to BoJack. BoJack is phenomenal. BoJack is so good.
we gotta save BoJack.
There's episodes that I would actually.
We gotta save it. We gotta save it. We
All
gotta
I'm gonna
save
say
it.
is there's episodes that I would call art, straight
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Free churro, art. That's fucking art.
I'm gonna watch
Derrick,
BoJack.
episode where the scene never changes. It's one
You told
shot
me. You told
of
me.
a
You told me. You
eulogy.
told me. We're gonna get into BoJack.
We're gonna talk
Don't
about
even worry.
BoJack
Don't
one of
even
these
worry.
days. All
But
right. Do you have anything else?
what was that? Oh yeah, yeah. I guess I'll tap into the hip hop dealio. Um, yeah, man. I think it's hard to judge sometimes because how can I tell someone that is because there's always gonna be like variety, right? Like I can sit here and I can be like, yo, you don't like real rap. Like for example, I'll tell my sister, right?
He said that to me before.
Yes, example, right? I mean, I
I'm
was joking, but
just
you
to
know.
get like an idea. I'm like a Kanye, Tyler,
It's
Cardi.
like a conversation that I'm very open to and I enjoy having is, yo, this person's like a great rapper, right? And it's like who, for example, what rapper has the best catalog, right? Like best discography,
Kanye,
and it's like you can throw Kanye out there, right? But then
Nas.
I would completely understand if someone said like, okay, yeah, but like who's the best rapper? You know what I mean?
Who is the best rapper? You don't have one?
I can't say best. I mean, I can tell you a couple of the. I can tell you like a group of the best.
Who?
Like Wheezy, obviously,
Wheezy.
Jay,
Oh,
Nas. Come on,
oh.
you know what I mean? Like,
Wheezy might be my pick.
you know what I
I think
mean?
Wheezy might be my pick for the
It's
greatest
like,
thing.
cause
Like
it's
just
like,
rapping, just straight rapping.
yeah, like
Oh,
rapper. You know,
oh,
what they call a rapidy rapper.
that one interview where he was talking about some like I don't even remember writing that. Yeah, bro, he just says shit off the dome.
Know what I'm saying? And I mean, majority of his stuff was, yeah.
He's no, it might be
So
Wheezy.
it's like you can. It's like I'm very open to that
I think
conversation.
Wheezy, Nas.
You can't get away with not saying M.
I think that's my list. Wheezy and Nas. Like those are my top two.
On top two.
Kendrick.
I don't know, man. It's
Get
like
getting into the controversial. Kendrick.
I don't even know if that's that controversial no more.
I think Kendrick's like
He's
in the
established.
debate.
He's established, absolutely.
I'm not like a ginormous Kendrick fan.
I'm a pretty big Doc
I
fan.
I like Kendrick a lot, but I also, you know what? I'm gonna throw this out there for the people. I'm a somewhat big Kendrick fan, but I also like some Drake.
Yeah,
We don't got no beef with no one on this podcast. We're not gonna sit here and talk about some. You like Drake? You like Kendrick? I don't care who you
yeah,
prefer, as long as you like good music.
yeah.
What the fuck you prefer?
So it's like I can't sit here. It's like you like all those artists, and some of them are rapidy rappers, or you know the actual
But
term conscious
I don't
rappers.
like them for the conscious rapping. I like them for the beats. For the
Exactly, which is like why me as like I could say right, like I can't even call myself more of a quote unquote hip hop fan, but it's like some people will see themselves in that right way, you know what I'm saying? And so then they feel like they have the prestige as a real hip hop fan just because I listen to Wu Tang and just because I listen to Mobb Deep and Mos Def and you
Pac,
know
Biggie,
and Pac and Big
MF Doom.
and you know all these
I
dudes.
love MF Doom.
It's like I can sit here and I can say, yo, you've got bad taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like, how can I sit here and really judge someone who does feel that way? I mean, the only thing that I would say to that person is,
I
what are
hate
you bringing to the
I hate
table?
saying bad taste. I hate saying
Like,
bad
like, what are
taste.
you really bringing to the table here? You're telling someone that what they like is
You're
ass.
basically telling someone, "Shut up." You know, you don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Like that's stupid.
So it's like it's instead of going ahead and telling them like, yo, just like scrap that. Maybe if you want to talk to them about why they like or why they don't like. But it's
I
like
also,
I'd rather sit down and have a conversation with Tomas about, yo, why don't you care for lyricism? My top artists are almost all top tier
I
lyricists.
think we'll have that discussion. I want to bring someone on for that discussion. I want to bring Nurbin on for the rap episode.
Okay.
But let's get. I want to talk about something real quick when you're talking about music. I hate the fact that it's always quality, quality, quality. Quality is always in the whole idea of oh the lyrics, the deep meaning. Why can't quality just be how good it sounds?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, like music. You listen to music, right? Sounds good. Isn't that good quality?
But that's the
Because
problem with
people
the
will
take.
elevate.
But
Hold
that's
on.
the problem with the take
Because
though.
people will elevate someone and be like, their lyrics are so deep, and they'll dismiss some like white girl music, and they'll be like, oh, that's ass because it don't got no meaning to it. I'm bumping that shit though. I'm bumping some Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, but the whole reason that this is a discussion is in hip hop is like, okay, so why do you listen to rappers?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I like how it sounds. He's not.
You
I
like so why don't you just go ahead and listen to producers all day, to instrumental tracks all
the
day?
voice matters.
So what is the voice bringing?
Brings a gravity to it. Gravitas type ish.
But what are they saying?
I
Does what
care.
they're saying matter? Does the flow
I
matter?
care about what they're saying in the sense of can it make me go Is it tough? Like will I stand up and like be like yeah? I don't really like. I'm not a big double entendre guy.
Okay.
I don't care about no double entendre. Like I can respect a good double entendre.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go out and seek it.
I'm seeking.
Someone tells me, oh that was a double entendre. How? Explain this to me. Oh that was tough. I like that. I'm only like that with individual tracks though. With albums, I'm the exact opposite. I don't give a fuck how it sounds. I need it to be a big
A
like
masterpiece.
like this is why I love Igor so much. I don't like any of the Igor songs as its own song. I love them as its own song, but I don't like listen to them that often as their own songs.
Okay.
If I'm gonna listen to Igor, I'm gonna sit down and listen.
Yeah, you're gonna sit down and
If
listen
you
to it.
listen
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Igor
yeah.
on shuffle,
I mean, I don't hate that idea.
like I
Just
don't.
because the sound of Igor is so consistent.
I like the songs, by the way. I think I said something along the lines of I don't like them as individual songs.
Nah,
I
they're
like
phenomenal
them as
songs.
I love them as individual songs. But you're not gonna often catch me like just playing a random song off Igor.
Yeah.
If I'm listening to Igor, I'm throwing out my headphones and going from Igor theme to Are We Still Friends?
Yeah.
Straight like that. And if I really am in the mood, I'll go from Igor's theme to Igor's theme. For those who know. For those who know. For
Uh,
those who know.
but yeah, man. So, but that's the whole problem, though, and that's why this exists, especially in the hip hop community. Is like, yes, okay, you don't care about lyricism, but that is, bro,
No,
lyricism,
I know it's important though.
flow.
I'm not gonna discredit it and say y'all care too much about. No, no, no. It's very important.
But that's what I'm telling you. That's why people feel like they have to have this conversation because, again, should there be a divide in between like Kanye is not he's a great rapper. He's not a phenomenal lyricist. So does that then drag him down
No,
as
no,
a
no.
rapper?
Kanye's my goat.
Like on the
Kanye's my
all-time
goat.
list? You
Kanye's
know
my
what I mean?
goat. We're
Because
gonna.
I can sit here and I can tell you, yo, I can list off a gang of artists that out rap Kanye all day.
A gang?
A gang of dudes. A gang.
Let's talk about a gang.
Like a group
Whatever,
of people, like a
whatever.
whole gang of
Whatever.
you
Let's
know.
move on. Let's move on. So I'm just saying that like, yeah, sure they can out rap him, but his discography better. His beats is better. He sounds better.
What does that mean?
Sounds better. The music is better.
Like his voice sounds better.
The music I'm listening to is better.
Yeah, and I know, and that's fine. But I'm saying I'm
You
simply
get me.
explaining
Listen,
the reason for why
you
this is
get
a
me a rapper.
conversation.
You get me any other rapper and put on a song. If it can beat Kids See Ghosts as a project, you can't. Kids See Ghosts, the project is 10 out of 10. It's like 4 fucking songs, and they're all 10 out of 10 songs.
Is that even a project?
That's a
Some people
project.
say that's just an EP.
That's why I'm not calling Kids See Ghosts an album. I'm calling it a project because it's like 5 songs, right? It's like not that long,
Fair.
but it's like 5 bangers, straight like
Okay.
that. You look at something like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's one of the greatest albums of all time.
I mean, yeah, but that's undisputed. That's not
Also,
even questioned.
unpopular take. It has no skips. Monster is good. Stop.
Monster's good.
Monster's good. People are like,
Yeah.
oh, I skipped Monster.
Nah,
You're
but yeah,
lost.
that I don't know, man. I can't sit here. I think the only way to attack that conversation is if you have someone that you're talking about it with. Like I can't speak. No one can speak for the masses, bro. Because if you have like Joe and Jada, bro, they can sit here, Fat Joe and Jadakiss, they have their own show and they can go and say this and that, and then Joe Budden can go say this and that, and Big Boy can say this and that. You know what I mean? And you can have some DJ drama saying this and that,
Okay.
and it's like
Okay.
they all got their own standpoints, bro.
Yeah, but
Timbo is
that's what makes them.
no, sorry, Al was
That's what makes them a
using
great
AI.
podcast.
No, but I'm saying
The
like
fact
as
that they
far as
all got
like the
different
hip hop
takes.
community,
But the hip hop community respects them on different levels,
absolutely.
and I think that comes from their takes.
That's what I don't like though. I don't like when people start saying, "I respect you less because of this." You know what I
It's
mean?
gonna it's
Like
gonna
people now,
happen.
no, I understand, and
It's
people
gonna
want their
happen.
credentials. You know what I mean? Like I understand. Like who am I to be talking on hip hop?
Someone who's knowledgeable. You don't think you're knowledgeable?
Maybe to your extent.
I think when you
Maybe not to Benny the Butcher's extent. He might see me and see my opinion as worthless.
maybe.
You know what I mean?
I
Do I
think
think that's a problem? I
I
mean,
think we're losing out on discussion though when you label certain people as you don't matter as much because you don't know as much.
absolutely.
I think it's important to just listen to people. Maybe they don't know as much, but they still got ears. They can still
Yeah.
listen. They can still give their takes. Obviously, label us. When someone talks about anything ever, the people that are more knowledgeable have more credibility.
Hmm.
But that doesn't mean the people who have less knowledge should just shut the fuck up. They
Yeah.
still deserve to have their opinions heard. They still deserve to have their takes listened to. It's just when I say something about rap, you should not be taking it anywhere near as seriously as when Derrick says something about rap. When Derrick says something about rap, you should not be taking it anywhere near as seriously as when like Joe Budden says something about rap. And when Joe Budden says something about rap, you should not be taking it anywhere near as seriously as if like Kendrick Wheezy says something about rap.
Maybe. Yeah.
Bring Pac back, he says something about rap. AI Pac. Are we gonna have a discussion about AI?
Yeah.
We're gonna, I think we should dedicate a whole episode to that. That's
Probably.
a real deal discussion.
We can hit so
Hours.
many. Yeah. Like so many
Right.
spots. But yeah, man, hip hop. I mean, shit. The one thing that's consistent throughout everything is I love it. I love it to the death of me. To the
It's
death
my favorite
of this
genre,
world.
but I think it's very important to say Derrick is a one genre man.
No, I'm
He
not,
loves
man.
rap, and
No,
that's
I'm
his
not.
thing. His brother did not know, bro. Are we gonna get back
Man.
into it? Fourth time's the charm.
You didn't
Who's
even
the
tell me last
who's I
time.
told you every single
Not
time.
when we were sitting
Who
here.
is the lead singer for Queen?
Michael Jordan.
No, be so dead ass. I've told
Michael
him this
Jordan.
4 times. I told him the answer all 4 times. I can pull up the audio if you want to check. If I told
Fish
you that,
brain. Fish brain.
genuinely give me an answer.
The lights are bright. I don't remember.
Okay, I told you this 4 times already. Remember it. It's Freddie Mercury.
Good deal.
Good deal.
I'm gonna
Remember.
forget it. So next time that you ask me,
In in 50 episodes, I'm gonna ask him again, and he's gonna be like,
Michael Jordan.
but genuinely, like, this guy not big on other genres.
I'm just not as tapped in yet,
So
man.
rap is like his real specialty. I love rap, but I have other. I know my rock. I know some R&B. I'm not like huge in R&B, but I know my R&B.
Come on, bro. I'm locked in with R&B, man. I'm locked
Drake.
in, bro.
Drake. He knows R&B.
Stop playing, bro.
Drake. Who you listen to?
Stop.
Who you listen to?
Have you even listened to Givion's last album?
No.
Exactly.
Okay, maybe this guy
Exactly.
knows a little bit about R&B, but like this guy's mainly a
I
rap
spent I
guy.
spent I spent a year and a half only listening to R&B.
Wasted a year and a half.
Wasted.
Wasted.
I
This
love
brother
R&B.
wasted a year of his life, bro.
Why is that?
You don't know nothing about no R&B.
My favorite R&B artist is Brent Faiyaz to the death of me.
I can respect that.
Come on, bro.
I'm not as big of a
Come on,
Purvice
bro.
fan, but I can respect that.
I've got my R&B catalog
That's
is
respectable.
deep.
I would think you'd be like, yeah, my favorite is like The Weeknd.
The Weeknd is
No hate on The
good.
Weeknd. No hate on The
The
Weeknd.
Weeknd is
But that's
good,
a
but I'm just
basic
saying
ass answer.
he's not my cup of tea. At least like not over some of these other guys.
I feel like
I love
two
Giveon.
artists that are great, but like I feel like kind of over like pop. Frank Ocean and The Weeknd. I love The Weeknd. I love Frank Ocean.
I'd be on like some other like stuff too though.
I think it's important to be on some of their stuff though,
Like I like
because
Claro.
if you're not, I might know ball. I'm not gonna lie.
Little
I might
little
actually know some R&B.
little bit of Girl in Red.
Are we locked in? He's a two genre man.
Mainly two
He's a
genre.
two genre
Mainly.
man.
I'm getting
But
into jazz a little bit. I'm getting into jazz.
that's such a rare. I can respect that.
I'm getting.
Classical,
I have a playlist
classical.
called The Bookshelf. Yeah.
Oh
I'll show
shit.
you after this. I got a
We,
playlist called The Book.
we learn
I'm building
things.
on it.
See, we
I
learn things about each other on this pod.
I got some Japanese jazz in there. I swear to
Oh,
God, I'm not fucking with you,
oh
bro.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. Telling you,
So we're
bro.
going to Japan on tour.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Listen, man, like the whole actually some context actually. The whole reason I started getting into jazz and soul now, right?
Mhm.
Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, great
I
great
don't know jazz. I
performers.
don't know jazz.
Um I always really, as you know, right? By the way, my favorite type of production most of the time is sample-based production. Like 99% of the time. That's why I love Al so much.
One genre man, rap.
Um
We see it.
and so it's like Ye as well,
So
like
you're listening to jazz so you could sample for him.
no. So what it is jazz and soul. A lot of the stuff that, and I'm also listening to. I'll leave that for another time. Anyways, a lot of the samples that I started off
Mhm.
listening to were soul samples,
Okay,
and so
that makes sense.
recently, yeah,
Because
recently,
soul is like the basis for a good amount, like
like
Kanye.
yay, come on, you stop playing with them. So basically, at least more recently, and some jazz samples. So I
A
was
lot of
like,
jazz samples.
yeah, so I was like, I kind of thought to myself, I was like, okay, if I love all these samples, when I didn't even know what jazz or soul was,
You
by
know
the time I was
what?
listening to
Kind
all
of like
this,
derailing the conversation. You know what I love a lot? I love when they do samples that are also rap. When rap samples rap,
oh yeah,
like you don't see it as often as sampling soul or jazz, but like when a newer rap song samples an older rap song, it feels more like I heard that song. I've heard that. I know,
yeah,
and now you're building on it.
yeah. And that's a whole other thing that I'm gonna get into with hip hop is like the use of certain things and like I was saying, I went backwards with
Mhm.
rap. Right now, I'm just going backwards with the samples. Right, that's why I'm getting into it because I figured like literally, I was like, yo, if I like all these samples, which again, I had been listening to these samples before I even knew what jazz and soul and all these genres were.
Yeah.
I figured I was like, yo, I probably would like the original actual music. Like I would like jazz, I would like soul, and I'm listening to it right now. I'm getting a little deeper into the bag, and I do. It's great.
Okay.
It's great. It's phenomenal. But yeah, sampling them and then of course sampling each other, sampling, classics, bro. Jay-Z has been and lyrics too. Lyrics. Like after I went back and really listened to a couple of the Jay-Z projects and I was like, yo, like Cole said this and Drake said
I'm not a
this.
huge Jay Z fan, so
Nah, Jay's nice.
I
He's
don't know
nice.
about Jay Z. I just know he like runs Hollywood or
He's
something.
nice. He's
Or
nice on the mic,
he like
bro.
rigs stuff so Beyonce will win it.
He said that.
That's all I know.
He doesn't know that.
I do know that. Allegedly, I know that.
He's never been to Hollywood. Have you been to Hollywood?
No, I've but I have eyes and I have ears, and I'm like, oh, Beyonce should not be winning that.
Hey man, I don't, like I'm saying, bro, I don't be with the rah rah, bro.
She makes some hot ass, bro. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
have not listened to Beyonce's music
Like any,
in
she
I
won
don't know how
the
long.
one her most recent album, like the country one, was really bad.
Yeah, what
I
was it called? It was like her on a horse, right?
oh,
That was the album cover.
it was ass. People were like I know people who listen to country music. They're like, yeah, no, this is not country music. It's terrible.
I also don't listen to country music. I like Shabuzi.
I don't listen to country
I don't know
music.
if he's like country, but I like Shabuzi.
Who?
Shabuzi, huh? Kind of.
Kind of. But I know people who like listen to country, and I'm like, yeah,
He's dope.
I don't. I can't say country.
What's that one dude? Wallen, Morgan Wallen. Is that his name?
Chill, bro. Listen.
Is that his name?
So I think we're wrapping it up today.
I
I
guess.
think because of just that comment, we're wrapping up. We're
But is
done.
that his name?
I don't know.
Dude, he was like the biggest. I gotta
That's
look
what
him
it
up. I have to
says.
look him up. I have to look him up.
You like, bro's like, yeah. Have you seen like Morgan Alex?
I said Morgan
Who the
Wallen.
fuck, bro? You're just naming people.
Morgan Wallen, bro.
Who is that?
He was like the biggest country singer like last year, bro.
That looks racist.
All right, bro. All right.
Yo, no,
You gotta lock in,
no,
bro.
bro, no hate on him.
Looks like a regular dude, bro.
No hate on him.
It's a regular ass dude.
That's a nice mullet. You got a nice mullet going on.
Nice mullet.
That's a good head of hair you got on him.
Yeah, man.
I don't know nothing about him. I've never heard of him. Is he good?
I don't know how. I mean, I have heard him, but I can't think off the top of my head because he had this one song that was like going stupid like
Okay.
everywhere.
Full respect towards him, by the way.
Yeah, this guy's tripping, bro.
I
This guy's
don't I
tripping.
don't know this guy. I just said I thought it was kind of funny.
Seems like a nice guy.
Seems like a nice guy. Looks like a nice guy.
He looks like a nice dude,
Yeah, he don't look racist.
I guess.
Looks like a nice guy. No, I just said that because like white guy with a mullet.
Okay. So
It's
Theo
alright.
Von.
Phil Bond looks racist.
Well,
Is he?
if I gotta get it, I just write it down.
Dude, Theo Bond.
Oh my god.
Are we,
Theo
you
Von
know
was
what? Let's
hilarious,
save
man.
comedy for another episode.
I didn't even think about comedy,
Comedy's
man.
art.
I never thought we'd be talking
Let's
about
save
comedy.
comedy for
Who's
another
your favorite
episode.
comedian? By the way, before
No, we're saving
before
it
you
for
say that,
another.
before you say that, did you? We're not gonna get into this, but just say, do you know about the big like thing that happened with a bunch of comedians, like big time comedians,
What? do you mean?
that they were gonna go? Where was it? They were gonna go to some place that like,
Oh, in Saudi Arabia.
yeah,
Yeah, I heard about that.
no hate, right? I
That's
don't know
clearly
nothing about
no.
that.
Why? No.
I don't know nothing about that, but at least from what I know right now, my favorite is Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
I think he went, but I don't know
I
nothing
think
about
my
it.
favorite is Bill Burr.
I've heard of him,
Bill Burr is like probably my favorite.
but yeah,
Bill
Dave Chappelle's
Burr or
hilarious.
Theo Vaughn is really funny.
Theo Von is
Theo
really
Vaughn's
funny,
really funny.
really funny.
He has a great podcast.
Yeah,
It's
Drewski
great.
has a great beard. I want a beard like Drewski's.
Just has great disguises.
When he was just that white dude, right?
They thought he was white too. Everyone thought he was
Was he
white.
actually?
Yes, he went to like a NASCAR
I
thing.
thought that was a skit.
No, he went to like a
I thought they
NASCAR
like
thing.
knew.
And there's actual no, they didn't know. Dude. We do gotta wrap up though. We can talk about comedy more like
Yeah, man.
we'll save comedy
We're gonna
for
have a
another
whole bunch of
episode.
stuff to talk about, man. It's
Alright,
gonna be
man.
great.
So uploads every Friday.
Yes.
I'll let y'all know on the Instagram, link down below, and on the TikTok
We'll follow.
if anything changes, like let's just say we can't upload on a Friday or something like that, we'll let y'all know ahead of time. Go follow our Instagram, go follow our TikTok, follow YouTube or Spotify, depending on what you're listening to.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, man.
we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all being
And
here.
we would really appreciate
Yep.
if y'all let us know what y'all liked and didn't like, right?
Yeah.
Not only for us,
is a
but also
test.
for y'all.
This episode's kind of like we're testing the grounds a little bit. I think we started off kind of weak.
Yeah, I think we got the ball rolling.
We got the ball rolling.
You know what I mean?
So.
But yeah, man, let us know what y'all liked, what y'all didn't like, what sounded good, what didn't sound good, what topics y'all were more interested in. You know what I mean? What y'all would like us to talk about? Because we see some good topics down there. Hey,
we might bring them up.
bring them up
We might credit you
on the whiteboard.
on
We
the
didn't even bring it
whiteboard.
up. The whiteboard is there.
Oh, the whiteboard. What does it say?
It says, "Don't blend in." You can't see it very well.
Don't blend in, and then
we
a bunch
got
of like little stuff,
episode
little
one,
stuff
then
on
we
it.
got a nice little Joker ha ha ha's. You can't really see, and then we got a nice little
So
pal.
yeah, we'll probably put the whiteboard up better angled for y'all.
Yeah. We'll get it worked out.
But yeah, anything else you want to say before we go?
First episode. Hope you liked it.
Hope y'all loved it, and we'll see y'all next Friday. Peace out.
Peace.